Greetings, all you lovers of the macabre, the morose, the dark, and spoopy. Tonight we are rejoining our fellow brethren to rejoice in all things horror-related. Tonight's Quiz Arena, we will have special guests, prizes, and fantastic games galore. So without further ado, please welcome our guests, actor Steve Maresca and our quiz panelist of every week, Stol Murte. Please give him a big welcome. How you going, guys?
Hello, hello. Welcome back, welcome back.
Yes, good to see you. Good to be here. How are you, Steve?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. Thank you
Anytime.
for having me.
Anytime.
I'm ready to rock and to roll.
Yeah, exactly. It's Thursday night. It's a night where we have had a recent sturgeon moon. I don't know if you are aware, but we had a full moon recently, and it was a sturgeon moon. Saul, were you aware that it was a sturgeon moon?
I think I did read that somewhere, but I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Well, a sturgeon is a type of fish.
I'm aware of what a sturgeon is.
Yes, what the significance of it being a sturgeon was.
It's a fishy moon.
Yeah, it is a fishy moon. Well, I was more excited that it would have made us the sturgeons of horror. So I thought,
yes.
You know, the smell just would have been overcoming. But
nothing new there. Nothing new there.
I went live anyway, and I ended up playing a game of what was it, Dead by Daylight. So I hope you don't mind me taking that on behalf.
Absolutely not. Yeah, and apologies for anyone that I know it was new and it was supposed to be our second run out for the full moon sessions, but you know the gremlins got a hold of my software, and I was down and out for the count, so I wasn't able to kind of launch with it. So which was a shame. No, but. We will come back for another one, and I'm thinking, so we're going to put your hats on now, but I'm thinking of doing a bit of the of a thing of The Howling versus An American Werewolf in London as our theme. So stick around for that one. So that'll be the next full moon, which I believe is something like the 22nd of September, but I'll post up nearer the time on that one.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I think we may have. I think I've even scheduled a live stream in advance for that one. So that's
yeah, so it's sometime around there. But we'll post up on the usual platforms nearer the time to let people know.
Yes, exactly. And we also do have a new Facebook page as well. So that'll keep you guys up to date with the dates that we're going up here. We're going to try and keep it as a regular thing happening on Thursdays now, just so that it's something that you guys can sort of plan for. You can huddle around and challenge your family members, whether you're in the same household or not. Maybe have a Zoom call with them beforehand and say, okay, I think that I'm going to win this week. Or, you know, or if it's about a theme, maybe when we had Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you might be the Texas Chainsaw Massacre family fanatic, you know. Steve, do you have any particular horror film that is something that like is a guilty pleasure that you go to?
I mean, come on, I can't go past the original Halloweens. Like they're just absolutely brilliant in suspense.
Yeah.
And in terror. Like the fact that there's no blood in the first one is just blows my mind to this day. Where he just crafted such a you know, and that work is seen in like Terminator. Like Terminator is basically Halloween.
Yeah,
exactly. Remake, just as a cyborg.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That opening sequence as well, I mean, it's that iconic moment where you sort of had the payoff as this small child, because again, it's sort of like the point of view. Very similar almost in that vein of, was it a Black Christmas? That one, that old 70s one with the lady from Superman, Lois Lane.
Margot Kidder.
Yes, Margot Kidder, that was it, yes. Yeah.
But
fantastic.
I just think, like Wes Craven. I mean, I just watched the Scream trilogy again.
Dude. Okay, so we're actually going to key up to do, because of the new Scream coming out, and also in December will be the 25th anniversary of the original Scream movie coming out. We are going to do a series of podcasts on the Scream franchise, so stick around for that towards the end of the year.
Yeah, nice.
Nice. Very, very cool. Awesome. Is there anything else in horror movie news that we need to be aware of on this illustrious day of the 26th?
Oh, dude, you see, you're testing me and I haven't got that ready, have I? So do stuff in the back. No, it's all good. You do stuff in the background and I'll chat and fill in as we go. But here we go. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure I put the right date in.
That's right. I was just going to share around the
just wait for that
the
load
link.
up.
I was going to say, Steve, as well, I can send it to you as well if you want to send that off to anybody you think might be interested in watching and playing along.
Sure.
There you go. Fantastic. Yes, usually I do write down significant notes for today, but I'm running a little bit behind, having
That's all right.
made stingers, too many stingers. Going crazy with it all, and just having to re-edit some uploads. But we do have, I think we just recently had, what went live, or not live recently? I think we had Odd One Out, which was a game from episode 2, which was Ant's game. No, that was your game. Sorry, Odd One Out, about which death was Jason's death in the Friday the 13th franchise. So that's up. We've got Scene Steals, which is going to go up very, very soon. And we also have 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, which is going to go up very soon too. So that's
what are you? Do you know your Kevin Bacon
I'm
degree?
I haven't got a degree in Kevin Bacon, no, let alone 6. I usually, because we were talking about history and stuff like that before, I am a huge history buff, but I only really remember the eclectic facts. So a lot of the times, like dates,
Same.
Yeah, dates or names, intricate details that like are what I would classify as sort of mathematical information, stuff that you can work out or find or can look in a list for. I'll sort of have those to the side, but the 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon was an idea that obviously everyone's heard of the game, and I had an idea for one game of it, but since having to like make it a longevous thing just in a bag of tricks sort of thing, I've been surprised at the amount of combinations that you can make. And like the last one we did, there was multiple different connections within the 6 that we had there, but luckily because there are 6, you've got to make all of the connections. So hopefully it's going to be something that I think works out quite well. And some of the links, because I love those old movies, and I think I heard one with Kenneth Williams, I think it was. No, Terry Thomas. That was right. Someone said like on a Reddit page. Exactly. Yeah. They said, okay, like track it back to him, and they were able to. So I'm liking that sort of being able to dig into the deep depths of trying to work those things out. Like we had Walter Matthau in the last one, and I think that's a beautiful thing there. Because you don't need to necessarily be in his that age range of when his films were popular, I don't think, to know necessarily who he was. I know him mainly from Dennis the Menace when I was a kid, which is still a beautiful movie, and I always forget, and my mind is blown, thinking that the homeless guy, the bad guy character...
Michael Richards.
Did you say Michael Richards?
Isn't it?
No,
Kramer?
It's Christopher Lloyd.
That's right.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Because like it's such a foreign sort of way of thinking about it, but he is such a versatile actor because you look at his earlier work. He did westerns with I think it was Jack Nicholson, and he's miles apart from other roles that he's played. and still so beautiful to still do the Comic-Con stuff. He wants to have a crossover with Rick and Morty. Have you seen those interviews where he just like has the little hints of those in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. It's cool. I was hoping to have you, Steve, actually on at a time that we're going to be playing one of Ant's games, which is called Scene Stealers, which we've played previously. And he finds the lines from certain films, and we just have to read them cold. And then we have to guess what movies they're from. And I kind of like that because the interpretations, you're an actor as well, so you know that a cold read, usually you're just filling in blanks on the fly as you're making up what is you're saying, like to justify what it's doing. Whereas if you had the time to sort of go away and go, okay, this is who the character is and what he wants, and all that.
What do I want?
Yes,
what
exactly.
Do
yeah,
I
yes.
Want?
Yeah.
Yes. What do I want? Yes.
So a lot of the time, like it's a lot of fun to just throw in character and stuff like that. Like I know that you're a fantastic character performer as well, and that's something that I think is so overlooked now. I think Bryan Cranston was one of the only like character actors who was like he was like the last known character actor in our real Hollywood sense. Would you say Paul Rudd is a character?
Oh yeah,
I think so.
Paul Rudd. Yeah, Paul Rudd's brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Back to Halloween.
Another
Halloween number 6.
Yeah,
Halloween 6.
First of Michael Myers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He knows his stuff, Saul, so you might be in for it tonight. I like it. This is good. Sweet. So yeah, we'll share those around, and hopefully we'll get some more people in there and out there.
Okay, I'm gonna. Speaking of, like, so I've been looking at the films that were released on this day. Yeah. So I'm gonna. You might be able to pick this up really quickly, but I'm gonna read the opening line, or maybe a couple of lines, depending on how quickly you guys chip in. You might be able to get it quickly, and you can tell me what this movie is from. And I'll give you a clue. It's got a sci-fi bent to it. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Do we know what year?
I will. I'll tell you in a sec. I think you're going to get it quite quickly, I presume.
Cool.
Okay,
Maybe.
ready?
Yep.
Maybe.
No one would have believed in the last years of the 19th century that this world was being watched keenly and closely by intelligence greater than man's, and yet as mortal as his own, that as men busied themselves about their various concerns that were scrutinized and studied, perhaps almost as narrowly as man with a microscope might scrutinize the transient creatures that swarm and multiply in a drop of water. With infinite complacency, men went to and fro over this globe about their little affairs, serene in their assurance of their empire over matter. It is possible that the infusoria under the microscope do the same. No one gave a thought to the older worlds of space as sources of human danger, or thought of them only to dismiss the idea of life upon them as impossible or improbable. It is curious to recall some of the mental habits of those departed days. At most, terrestrial men fancied there might be other men upon Mars, perhaps inferior to themselves and ready to welcome a missionary enterprise. Yet, across the gulf of space, minds that are to our minds as ours to those of the beasts that perish, intellects vast and cool and unsympathetic, regarded this earth with envious eyes, and slowly and surely drew their plans against us.
I'm gonna let Steve go because I'm it's on the tip of my tongue, but I think I have 3 choices and I want to narrow that down.
Can I get a year?
Yeah, I'll give you a year, 1953.
Oh.
And it was based upon a book, a famous book, by the author. I'm not going to say his name just yet.
That's it.
But the author actually was, I think he either grew up or lived in Bromley in Kent, which is pretty much where I hail from. There's a little museum dedicated to him in that town, which is a part of the London Borough of. So it's.
I'm going to take the biggest stab in the dark because you said 53, the day the Earth stood still.
Oh no.
Also,
but I get it. Yeah.
I'm going to say the War of the Worlds.
And it is the War of the Worlds.
Ah, the War of the Worlds. That's right.
Because I was going to say
1953 that film came out.
It was between what was it? The Day the Earth Stood Still for me, War of the Worlds, or Plan 9 from Outer Space, believe it or not.
You love that film.
I do. But the dialogue has that sort of elaborate sort of like Criswellian sort of thing. But yeah, exactly. We had I think Klatow from The Day the Earth Stood Still.
We did.
In one of the other episodes. That's what I was thinking. Is that was that the date that was we mentioned in that one?
I think it was.
I think it might have been. That's awesome. No, that was very well read there. Very well done.
Oh, thank you. I'm a big fan of H.G. Wells. He's a lot of his books, so I've read them countless times. But yeah, no, ironically, have you seen or heard about the musical of War of the Worlds?
I don't think I have. And that's
It's
strange
like
for me.
Jeff Wayne. I want to say his name's Jeff Wayne was the guy behind it, and it's got huge music behind it, and he uses that soundbite in his in the musical as part of the main kind of intro theme.
The overture.
The overture. Thank you. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Great little piece. Look it up if you've not heard of it. It's really cool.
Yeah, I'll definitely look it up. I'm loving.
I'm
those
surprised you
titles.
didn't know about that one, Richie. You're the
That's
king
what
of
I mean.
musicals.
Yeah, I'm always trying to get Repo the generic opera and Evil Dead the musical in here somehow. As I said, I think last week, I'm trying to work a way of putting Xanadu in as a horror.
It's a horror in itself, surely.
Exactly. No, well, honestly, I saw it as a kid, and I remember seeing the end of it and just being so depressed when she leaves, and going, "Wait, what? Like, what the fuck?" And then suddenly, a very similar or exact same girl meets up, and the idea is he starts up a relationship with her, and I was like, "What? What was the point of that whole film?" It just it seemed like but again, it's horrific elements as in I'll say a lot of the times Dark Crystal as in has that sort of uncanny valley which just adds to a little bit of tension, and I think just extrapolates in kids' minds a little bit.
There's a lot of films I probably shouldn't have watched as a child, but here we are.
Yes.
Probably a lot of films I shouldn't have watched as a child.
Yeah, exactly.
I've got some others if you want me to fill in some time with the films that were released this year.
Yeah, that'd be great if that's cool.
Not this year. On this date, sorry, not this year.
Yeah.
So the other one, which comes full circle to the birth of Surgeons of Horror. So those that aren't familiar with the Surgeons of Horror team and the original podcast that we produced, we went under another name, which was Hammer Horror Podcast. And I'm a huge fan of the Hammer horror films. And this, in 1957, on this date, there was a film starring Peter Cushing that came out that was called The Abominable Snowman.
Abominable.
Don't have the yellow ice cones. So that one came out, which was really cool. I've not heard of this one, but love the name. It's called Strip Nude for Your Killer. That came out in 1975.
How courteous.
Yeesh.
That would have been a drive-in film, I guess.
yeah. Must be. I'll have to Google it after this and find out what that's about. This one's a bit more known. Arguably not really horror per se, although it has horror elements in it. Oliver Stone's Natural Born Killers was released in 1994.
Yeah.
On this date.
That was Tarantino right there, right?
Yeah.
Did he write that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty sure? I'm pretty sure, wait.
We're going to say yeah here. And if you disagree with us, let us know.
That's all right. That's what you guys can do. You can get out there and fact check us. Comment down there below.
Yeah,
Tell us who's right.
I know Tarantino wrote True Romance.
He did write True Romance. That's an awesome film.
Did he do Natural Born Killers? I always get those two mixed up.
I'm going to make you famous, Clarence.
Well, I remember that too. That stuck with me for so long. Even just, what was it, Robert Downey Jr.'s demise in that. Like, that moment, his performance in that was just so harrowing. It was sad.
That's when he plays the Aussie, right?
Yes, yeah.
A
great accent, yeah. For a second time, that's right, because he did it in, what was it, Tropic Thunder as well.
Tropic Thunder.
It's brilliant. I do love seeing actors, foreign actors doing Australian accents, particularly because I remember I was fascinated with the South African accent, and I loved doing that at like parties with acting teachers and stuff like that. But Simon, is it Caldwell, the guy from Four Weddings and a Funeral, the English actor, big beautiful beard.
Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Sorry, I'm so sorry. That was really rude.
No.
Natural Born Killers. He wrote the story for Natural Born Killers.
Oh, cool. Right. Yeah, that's enough.
Not the actual screenplay itself.
Cool.
But wrote the story, and then the screenplay was based on that.
Nice.
So well remembered, Stephen.
Yeah. Well done. Points.
Points already on the board.
Wait. Points. I was going to say as well, yeah, let me know if those Twitter handles is how best people can find you, just down there on the scoreboard there, if that is the best way for them to find you. If not, send me where they can and I'll change it. Beautiful.
I'm not hidden. If you want to find me, you can find me.
Yes, stalking. That's what
I will find you.
We're not condoning, but we're the stalking we want you to do is here in the chats. So I'll explain the way that we're going to be playing it. We have 4 rounds of competition tonight. Our first 3 rounds will be for our contestants, Sol Muerte and Steve Maresca, but we want you guys to play along as well. You have 2 options. You can put in the comments and the chat up there what you think the answer is to help them, or you can try and throw them off and give them the completely wrong answer, but maybe something that's close to it, so, it might go into your favor and lose them points. After those 3 rounds, we then have a 4th round in which you, the players, can become involved. That's going to be your chance to play along, and all you have to do is hit the corresponding number to the correct answer in the chat there, and that will be registered. And then it'll be tallied up at the end of those 10 questions, and the award winner, the winner will be announced. And tonight we have a fantastic prize for that winner, which will be from costumes.com.au, which are a fantastic costume site. Now, they don't just do party costumes, they also have props and anything for your parties, for adults and kids as well. So it could be a perfect opportunity, especially when lockdown gets out of it and you want to get hitting to those parties. You might be able to afford the piece de resistance, the perfect costume you've always wanted to impress your friends at the Halloween party, with a $50 gift voucher from costumes.com.au, and so we're very proud to be able to offer that with them, and we feel free to check out their site so you can plan ahead with what you want to get. And congratulations to our previous winners as well for all the prizes that you've won on that. Obviously, in the case of no winners, we'll be throwing it out to a giveaway, in which case it'll be up to everybody else out there after the game has been played in the live stream. You can comment down below a certain keyword, and then we'll be running a generator and picking one of you to be our winner. So who knows? It could be you anytime, not just tonight. But please do tell those that you know. They might love it, they might hate it, they might love you, they might hate you. We don't care. Tell them about the Quiz Arena, because we want to try and facilitate these fantastic prizes and connect a community that might not be so aware of certain things that they might be able to get for free, and put that good knowledge, that eclectic knowledge, to good use. So make sure that you can get in there and help our guests out, or throw them off, or just save it all to the last round and take home that prize for yourself.
I'd prefer the help.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys will be needing any further help though. Like you've already got 1 point. Like,
I know, but
yeah.
Because
and that's the other thing, Saul. I've learned. I've been watching a lot of my Sean McAuliffe and getting my arsehole on. So I'm prepared tonight with a couple of tricks up my sleeve to try and to unbalance it, because we have had a couple of stalemate sort of positions there. As much as I want to see you win, I do want to see our guests win as well. But I want to make it a fun competition for the viewers as well, whether they watch it
mate.
now. Yes, exactly, yes. It's
Yeah,
all above board.
let's do it. Yeah, as long as I win at the end of the day, then I agree with everything you just said.
Yes. Fantastic. Well, that's it. we just know that you're jealous because you wanted to see the Night House. Hell, I'm jealous because I wanted to see the Night House.
I went to see Candyman too.
Oh yes. And didn't you mention what was it? Isn't that there were a talk of a new Halloween, something like that coming out?
Halloween Kills.
Halloween Kills will be out, in October time. It's about the 15th or something or other. I'll look it up in a second.
Beautiful. No, that's all right. Because as well, I do know.
Wait, did you say you saw the new Candyman?
I did, mate.
How?
You did?
I paid a drug dealer I know to get me
that's what they call on the streets, is it?
Crack, some candy.
They're not bee stings.
Not bee stings, and he knew a guy who knew a guy. No, I was lucky enough to be in correspondence with Universal Pictures, who supplied a screener so that I could write up a review on Surgeons of Horror. So you can go check that out on our website if you want to hear my thoughts on the new Candyman film.
Yeah, absolutely.
Out of 10, what would we throw down?
I don't know about out of 10. Like I'm using Letterboxd as my kind of as my avenue too.
That's a lot of
walking. And I put it down to I gave it 4.5 stars.
Oh, that's good. That's strong.
On the scare factor, I think it's not quite up there. And also the way it introduces the concept of Candyman is a little bit rough around the edges. But what I dig about it is the importance of the film,
right? And
from a political point of view, and on a running commentary on Black American history. And I think that elevated it. I was sitting there, kind of as I was watching, I was like, "Oh, it's I found myself." Like I would say the original Candyman film is always in my top 10 horror films of all time, right? So I am judging it from a lens, and I was trying hard not to do that. But I think a lot of people will, particularly fans of the original, and I think in some cases those people may be a little bit disappointed. But I feel like it's I forgot how they termed it, something like, and I'll look this up in a second to quote it properly, but it's something like it's not I'll have to look it up, but there's a certain expression that they've given to the film, so it's not kind of like it's almost like an anthology component to it, if that makes sense. So it's it's a deliberate sidestep, but it's living and breathing within the world of Candyman, if that makes sense.
Yeah, cool.
And I think they've done enough. It the usual with these kind of franchises, but I feel like they've done enough as long as they get their money return and bums on seats, which is hard in a COVID world. But I think there's enough there to possibly sow the seeds for more.
Cool.
Yeah, I dug it. I thought it was really cool. I'm gonna see if I can. Yeah, it's sweet. It's Candyman.
I was gonna say, is it the same Candyman?
I cannot tell you that.
Oh, I like it. Ooh, NDAs. Sweet, cool. Like, well, that's even more reason to both read your review, I think, and to check that out when it comes out. Do
go check it out. I was just trying to see if I've written it in there, because I know I made a mention of how they've worded it on on their site, and so I am just having a quick squiz now.
Oh, good.
So fill the void while I quickly check.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say just on that, because I was quite impressed and taken aback when I was going through the Final Destination films, and pleasantly surprised when I saw the Candyman there in it, and to find out that he was someone who was a sort of staple figure that was sort of became an entrenched thing in the Final Destination films. Just because, again, I think that they're almost like the Sharknado, or without going that far. Like, it's self-aware without, like,
meta.
Yeah, that's it.
The terminology they've gone with is spiritual sequel.
Oh, it's a spiritual sequel. I like it.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that and this isn't giving anything away, with me saying this at all, but the what was quite synonymous about the original feature is the helicopter shots from over the city landscape. As we kind of see the mass sprawl of what would then become, Cabrini Green, where this place is set. And what they've done, which I really liked in the opening credits, is that they've inverted that. So we're kind of seeing everything from below ground, like street level, essentially looking up at the cityscape as it kind of disappears into this cloudy kind of fog-like cityscape, which I thought was a really good. And I thought that when you start watching that, you go, okay, I can see what it means by a spiritual sequel. So it's definitely the same world, but they're flipping things around a little bit and making it its own. And I think that's a testament. Like Jordan Peele is behind the screenplay of this, and the director Nia DaCosta. They between them have crafted a really well-developed script and a really nice looking film. So I think it's definitely worth people going out and seeing that for sure.
Sweet.
If they can. Otherwise, just hold tight, and when you get the chance to watch it.
Yeah. I think that, I think everyone's going to be excited. It's going to be like, opening the floodgates and everyone's just going to go straight to the cinemas. They're just going to be packed.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, I think,
I do miss the cinema experience, I gotta say. I know I'm speaking my generation, I guess, but because I know a lot of people about streaming things these days. But I do really miss the actual experience of going to see it on a huge screen.
Yeah, absolutely. I think
better.
Anyone who has experienced that doesn't miss that. Even when we went to see Spiral, I think part of my was just the fact that we were out and about again.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Sweet, yeah. No, that's really cool, because I wasn't aware that was that soon. I thought that was going to be coming out a lot later. Because I was even just going to make mention before, because I was saying I'm doing those videos with Ghostbusters purely just because I'm excited about the trailer that landed with that. And even though it's not a horror movie, Spider-Man, the trailer just came out of that, and I mean that's looking extremely exciting.
Yeah. We've done a series of Ghostbusters podcasts, which are going to kind of be released at the time of that new film, Ghostbusters Afterlife, coming out. So we've got Ghostbusters, the original Ghostbusters 2, Ghostbusters, the all-female cast version, which was, what was that, 2016 as well?
2016, yeah.
Yeah. So all of those are going to be coming out with our little thoughts on the way of each of those films, respectively. And then hopefully, we'll get a chance to see the new film when it kind of comes up, and make a podcast on that too to follow suit. But we will wait. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah,
no, absolutely. Because I was quite surprised when I watched the trailer. I went to a website and they've got a little game on their website, something that you can play there. It's just like a little 8-bit sort of thing, but it's fun.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that they haven't taken it upon themselves to do a. It's not a massive multiplayer online game, but something like Rainbow Six Siege or Payday, 4 players busting ghosts, like that way, I think...
What was that? There was a Ghostbusters game that came out a little while back, which was I definitely know. I'm pretty sure it was on the PlayStation.
Yeah, it had all the original cast.
Yeah, they had all the voices on it and stuff as well.
Yeah, that was that's the game that I started playing afterwards.
Yeah, that sounds right. Was that a multiplayer, or was that not? Was that
no?
Just kind of set up as
they did a remastered version recently because Activision got bought out, I think, or went to bunk. Sure. So, but they remastered it, just like sort of did a color grade to it. But there was a tease, and I don't know if it was just trolling, but that there was going to be integration of multiplayer on that. But there hasn't been. I've played the game, and it's a guilty pleasure because it has the whole cast there. I do think that Bill Murray's phoning it in, and unfortunately, we've talked about this before, about he was probably the only reason why Ghostbusters 3 never happened when it had the opportunity to. But now it seems as if this new film is going to be something that's, I don't know, it's got a completely new energy and life in it. And I'm really excited. It's that sort of thing of just going, I'm not one of those, don't destroy my, childhood or anything like this, but the nostalgia hits all the right things, and it wells you in the same places. I mean, look at the trailers for the Star Wars when that first came out, and people, Millennium Falcon. I mean, it's real emotion.
Exactly.
It's-
I think it helps that Jason Reitman's behind it, so keep it in the family of the original director with the son. Obviously, it's his son. But I think that helps. It's got that energy to it, and when they originally did the first teaser for it, it's similar to what you're saying about the Millennium Falcon having the Ecto-1 front and center as part of that teaser being kind of unearthed in a warehouse. I thought everyone kind of went, "Oh, hold on, what's this? This feels right again." So, yeah,
yeah, that's it. Oh, it's just also exciting.
It's
I'm
kind of
happy.
the year of nostalgia, isn't it? With Spider-Man bringing back.
Yeah.
I was like, when I saw Alfred Molina, I was like,
Yeah. Thank you, El Tigre. Thank you for your subscription. Perfect. And you would have seen the little
nice.
coin. I don't know if you guys would have seen it.
Something go up there. Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
So that was El Tigre who's just subscribed. So thank you so much. And there would have been a little Surgeons of Horror logo that would have dropped into the little jar there.
I saw something.
Yeah. But I was going to say, should we start off with some of the
do
games?
Something. Yes.
Yes, I think so. We've already seen the intro, so I think we'll go straight into games. And because it's tired and I haven't really written anything, we're going to go from the fly.
Nice.
But you know what? We have stingers, and those stingers may not have audio, but they're stingers all the same. But yes, actually, I did write something, and it was quite funny. So I'm going to go and read it.
Do it.
Yeah, I am. At least I think I half wrote it. Now I've got to find my mouse again. There we are. Live TV. Beautiful. Okay. Well, whether it's behind the bins or on the side of a pub wall, taking a slash is an Aussie tradition, and now that transfers over to popular film posters as we play Slasher Plicks. Slasher Picks. That's the one. And, oh no, what's going to happen to his pretty face? Oh no, it got torn. It got slashed.
No, it hurts.
No.
His face got slashed. So, this game is, we're going to have a popular movie poster, but it has been jumbled up. Also jumbled up. And there's going to be 3 chances for you to get this. So, there is the chance that you could get 3 points on the first try. If you can't get it on that, then you can try on the next try, and you'll see you'll get 2 points. On the last try, you'll be able to see 1. I should have given you an example, but I'm not going to. And already, Nick Alford in the comments has made the reference to what that picture is from. Do you guys know what it is? Don't look at the comments. Do you know what it is? Just off.
What picture are we looking at? The one that's been slashed?
Yeah. Do you know what that's from? That image? He's a very pretty, handsome man, isn't he?
He is. He looks. Is it?
You might even say he's he's handsome, but you would say a woman's handsome is not handsome.
Is pretty.
Yeah, pretty, but what's more than pretty? You can feel
Beautiful.
pretty, but you can look absolutely
Gorgeous.
Yes, yeah, maybe a little less than gorgeous.
Admirable. Strokeable.
Let's try a B.
A pretty woman.
No, we already said a beautiful. So if he's beauty and all the opposite of that.
So it's the Beast, yeah.
Exactly. It's
Beauty and the
a
Beast.
slash portrait of the Beast. But let's go into our first one. So this, if you can get it, we've got actually, if you've got your buzzers there.
Oh yeah.
Ready to go.
Let
If not, would you like me to put up the
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Oh, yeah, I'm connected.
I'm ready, McFreddy.
Let's just do a test buzz.
Okay. Right now.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. They didn't do anything.
No.
They didn't do anything.
No. Maybe refresh if you could.
Refresh. Let's get some refreshing.
See if it refreshes and use the same room code. If not, I can send you the room code again.
There's room code.
Oh, so I have to sign in again if I do that?
As in, yeah, put your name in. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on.
I'm gonna.
All right. I'm in. I'm
Nice.
pressing buzzer.
I buzzed.
Nice. Awesome.
I'm buzzed.
Nice. Still only registering Saul up there, but
Oh no. It's
yeah.
gone again.
Buzz again, maybe both.
I can't buzz again because I'm still buzzed.
I'm resetting the When I reset it, it should unlock it. But it's not. Harumph.
I'm pretty sure I saw this on an episode of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Yeah, that's it. Have you seen the episode of the multiple episodes where they ask Jeremy Clarkson the question and he just has no idea? It's just like, why would you ask him? The amount of times he said it. Or the one when Red Simons was on and it was for like one of the big questions and everyone thought he was just like, yep, he's got it no problem. And Eddie thought he got it no problem as well. And they said, yep, you've got it. And then it went da-da, and it was like, oh no, you were wrong. We were all wrong. Fun stuff. That's why I like to leave it to an algorithm.
Yeah, I should have used Carol as a
Awesome. Let's try one more buzz.
as a lifeline. All right. I heard
I got Saul, but I still haven't got
Really?
you, Steve. Sorry.
No.
That's all right. It's the two of you. I'm happy with the honor system. It's been working so far. So if one of you buzzes in here, you can say, I did first. Just don't say the answer because you don't want the other person to get the points. Okay.
Hold on,
rejoin again.
So, hold on. Do I shout out if I know what it is or no?
Yeah, so I'm going to show you the first image. It'll be a jumbled up picture.
Yep.
If you know what it is, then you press the buzzer and make the bagumph noise.
Yeah.
And it should tell me, but at the moment it's only telling me Saul. But yeah, if you buzz in, say I buzzed in, and yeah, honor system.
Nick's asking if we can answer in the comments.
I think so, absolutely. If you're happy with it.
I'm not scrolling down, so I'm definitely not looking.
Again, like I mentioned before,
should we also make our own buzzer noise in case the buzz...
Yeah, I'm totally there with that.
Can I do badunk?
But I was going to say for the audience as well, if you guys do want to give them the answers, you can do that, but they will have the potential of seeing what that answer is. You can also give them the wrong answers to try and throw them off. So yeah, and the same thing is with you guys. All willing for you to open it up, and you're more than welcome to work as a team, but the points will go to someone. And we do have 5 of these in our first round. So without further ado, let's see that silent stinger again, just so that we can see the amazing work of no audio. And a pretty picture of the prince. Not a lot of times you might remember that picture of him before he gets slashed, and then yes, completely slashed there. But we do have our first image. Are you ready for our first image?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okie day. Here we go. Our first image is up there. What could that be? It is a horror film. So that's something that you might know. The color scheme might be something that may help you. It might throw you off.
Yeah.
It is a popular film poster. Is there anything that maybe might be coming to mind at the moment? Something that might be giving you any sort of feeling? Feel free to buzz in if you do think you have it.
Yeah, I definitely don't at the minute.
Badum.
Oh, yes, we have. Yes, Steve. What do you...
The Thing?
The Thing. Ooh, could this be your 3 points?
He could be right.
You could be right? Could it be?
He is.
The Thing.
Legend. Like that.
Nicely
well done, man.
Very well done. So that is, you got that on 3. So you get 3 points.
I actually just saw that poster like the other day.
Oh, beautiful. Awesome.
There you go.
Sweet. Good. Nicely done. Awesome. And so we'll reset the buzzers. Beautiful stuff. So I've also locked it to the only first buzz will lock it. So if in that case Steve's buzz would have locked it. Having said that, I can't see you coming up there, but that's all right. Awesome. Here we go. We're going on for our next one. So you're right with the thing. Our next movie poster for 3 points. Oh, what could it be? It's got a similar sort of color scheme that's going on there. Again, if you guys know what it could be.
It's gone. Where's it gone?
Got the buzzers there. Feel free to buzz in if you think you know what it could be.
Here we go. I can see it again.
I have to give you 10 more seconds.
Is it Event Horizon?
No. Remember to buzz in if you think you got it right. But if you do buzz in and you get it incorrect, you will be locked out and the other person will have a chance to steal those points.
There you go. So I just did the buzz. There you go. That was my guess, and I'm wrong.
Oh, nice. So yes, it was not Event Horizon. So unfortunately, you didn't get that. But we do now go to the 2 points. And Steve, you get a free chance at 2 points. What do you think it is? You can also pass.
Oh, I know what it is. Damn.
Wait. Go back.
I know it. Damn.
So for the chance for 2 points, what do you think that could be? Still got 10 seconds there.
Is it The Shining?
No, it's not The Shining. So resetting the buzzers, opening it back up for 1 point. What could it be? Oh, we've got Saul who's locked in there. What is it, Saul?
It's Fright Night.
It is Fright Night. Yes.
Yeah, I got it on the second one, man.
I know. Unfortunately,
I know.
it wasn't on
I
that.
know.
So you get 1 point. So nicely
Yay,
done.
I'm on the scoreboard.
You are on the scoreboard.
Come on.
Yes, one in the shape of a dildo. So fantastic. Good stuff. And into our next one. So of course, Fright Night. Our next slasher pick. Oh, what could this be? Oh, we've got. Was it? Who was that? Was that?
I think I know what it is.
That's The Shining, right?
Yeah. Well done. Well done. No. That's Steve. Yeah, definitely Steve.
What did you think it was, Steve?
That's The Shining, isn't it?
Shining.
Isn't it the carpet?
Ooh. No, unfortunately not, and you're locked out. So, Saul, would you like to have a go at 2 points to see if you know what this horror movie picture poster is? Again, it is a popular picture poster. I think everyone has heard of this film. And I think it would still be classified as a horror.
Is it Jurassic Park? No.
Ooh, unfortunately, no. For a chance at 1 point, both of you to reset the buzzers.
King Kong.
Who was that? Who buzzed in first?
I pressed the buzzer, but
that was. I got Saul down here. I've only got Saul.
Well then,
can we get a tie? We both said
a
it.
Point.
Do you both want a point?
Yeah, let's
I'm
tie that one.
trying to be an asshole here, guys. I'm trying to be a meanie.
Well, I mean, mine buzzed, but then I think we both then. I hit the buzzer and it said the pending thing, and then it buzzed.
Look, if this is going to be that much of a problem, I'll take 1 point off both of you.
Then in that case, I buzzed. It's my point. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that was our last round for that one. So I don't think either of you can get for that one. I think that was King Kong.
Hey, mate, did you seriously take the point off us?
I did seriously take the point off both of you.
You bar steward.
Did you want me to take another point off, like for disobedience there, Saul?
Are we getting -1?
Can I? I'll see if we can.
Do it. See if it happens.
Damn, we can't. Damn. Okay,
In that case, I will bring back the dildo. You just wait.
Okay. All right, we'll be lubed and ready. Fantastic. Well, we still have some other quiz questions up there. So our next question, which could this be? We're resetting the buzzers. Buzz in if you think it is. For a chance at 3 points for this movie poster. I love Nick Alford's Abbott and Costello reference down there. 5 more seconds.
Oh, I've got it.
Nice, we got Saul buzzed in. What do you think it is?
I think it's 28 days later.
Oh, unfortunately, no. So it goes open to Steve.
Oh, come on.
You get a free chance at 2 points.
You're kidding me. All right, dude, go with the sequel.
Can I have a look at it again?
Yeah.
That is just cruel. That is just cruel.
And for a chance at 1 point, we are resetting the buzzers.
Buzz.
Saul buzzed in. What is it, Saul, for 1 point?
28 weeks later.
That's absolutely correct.
Oh, my God.
Nicely done. Oh, I'm kind of liking this. You're back on the board.
Yes. Back.
See, it's so much better when it's deserved, isn't it? Awesome. Good. Yeah. So 28 weeks later. So, yes, good stuff. So that question is, do you buzz in first or do you wait because there's that little middle round?
No, because I was waiting to see the photo again.
Ah, I see. Well, they are jumbled, so...
They are jumbled.
Eyes. And in this one, one of them's red, like David Bowie. Or a husky. Next one. Oh, it's very jumbled. This is our last picture, ladies and gentlemen. This one seems to be mighty complicated. For 3 points. Okay. What do you guys know this could be? Buzzers have been reset. And we'll give you 10 seconds.
Oh, it's gone again. It keeps, every time we talk, I lose the picture.
Oh, sorry, it might be doing that. Yeah, when I'm speaking. I'll try and continue speaking. That's probably what it's doing. Yes. there is many things that this could be. And we've gone past... I did a whole time limit. So now 2 points! Stop distracting me! We have 2 points! So, is anything sticking out to you guys, maybe?
It looks like it's...
I keep losing it. Damn.
So, obviously, another popular film. An international film, I think it might be safe to say. Oh, we've got a buzz in there. Yes.
The Grudge.
The Grudge. Unfortunately, no. Free chance at...
Oh, okay, got it.
1 point for Saul.
Okay, Ringu.
Yes,
Damn
it
it.
is The Ring.
I was going to say that, but then I thought it was too obvious. So I thought...
You were so close, man.
I'll
Good
go
guess. It was
the
a good
Grudge.
guess.
I'll
Good
go the
guess.
Grudge, because it won't be Ringu. But
No, honestly, when I saw that, because it looks exactly the same as the Grudge, like the American version of the Grudge at least. So yeah, I thought the exact same thing. I'm sorry, I hate to be so cruel about that, but that was a fun round.
That was good. I like that.
Awesome,
Well done.
cool. So
Good
if
fun.
we're looking at the leaderboard, so far we have Steve Maresca in the lead with 3 points and Sol Muerte on 2 points, just behind by 1 point. So it's good, fantastic. And that, of course, was the game of Slasher Picks. Yay! Yay!
You just went all Kermit on us.
Yes. I was gonna say, what's the next round? Let me just check there. Fantastic, all that stuff out there, and the great reference of Battle Royale. I think that's a fantastic reference. When I heard the buzz, I honestly thought you were gonna say Battle Royale, and I was going, I don't know. But you didn't. You got it a lot closer. Very well done, guys.
Close but no cigar.
Close but no sugar. Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful work. Our next one. Next one, we don't require buzzers. And it's something I came up with just this afternoon. So
Excellent.
I'm hoping it works well. So we're going to see how it goes. Are you guys ready to go into our next round?
So we're the guinea pigs, huh?
Pretty much. You're the guinea pigs on every game. Saul so far has been a guinea pig on every single game. But if you do have a game, if you have some trivia that you know, feel free to fact check it and come and bring it straight back here and challenge us so that we can play in one of your rounds as well. So we're all about that too. And just as well for all the people out there too, the celebratory fantasticness that overjoys me whenever I do this, just to see some confetti. Yay! So yeah, I meant to do that every time someone gets a point, but it's not in the easiest position or easiest accessible to do, so it might just randomly happen. Yeah. Also, wanted to mention as well that in the bottom left of the screen, you'll also notice that we have a coffee.com link down there. If you guys want to buy us a coffee or a book or anything like that, you can make a donation there. We also have a Patreon account, which we have exclusive content for Patreon subscribers. Different tiers get you different things, but if you subscribe to the stimulus package, which is only $5 a month, I think it is, then you can get all of the live streams of the podcasts of that we do, or at least I do, with Saul Muerte with the Surgeons of Horror. We recently, what was the most recent we had up there?
We did the House by the Cemetery.
Yes.
Oh no, actually no, sorry. Correction. I just released a podcast yesterday with our discussions on the original Candyman film, directed by Bernard Rose, in timing with the latest film that's just come out as well. And that's myself and Miles Davies having a chat around that one. So do go check that one out.
Perfect. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So there's also other packages that you can get with that too. There's shout outs that you can do. You can get your name in the credits. There's merch. You can ask us questions to read out on the quiz. A whole bunch of different perks and things just growing and hopefully getting bigger and better. And the more that you contribute to the things that we can do there, the more that we can offer you guys here. Like I mentioned before, tonight's contributor is costumes.com.au, and in our fourth round, you guys out there will have the chance to play at 10 questions to win $50 care of costumes.com.au. And they don't just do Halloween costumes, ladies and gentlemen. They got a whole bunch of props and different ideas. You can check their website out. It's absolutely fantastic. So fantastic. So yay! Awesome. Confetti. Nice. Beautiful stuff.
Nice. Nice.
Okay. Let's then go into our next round. So, like I mentioned before, this is a round which was sort of on a whim, and I don't know if it's really going to work, but we're going to see how it works. Not to mention stingers. So, the game of banking on it. As I set up the interact key just here, we have got... resetting the buzzers. Beautiful. Okay, so the way that this game works is it's all based around box office takings, okay? So the world box office, yeah? So we're going to be...
Okay, well...
Yeah, so now
World.
they're all in the hundreds of millions category, yeah? So, like for an example, 2017's It had a worldwide box office gross of 83,042. I don't know. You can look it up. It's on a website.
I thought that one got closer to 900 mil.
Yes, well, I was going to say, so it's coming down to that top. So it's the top million. So in that case, it was 701. So if you put in 900, and if Saul, you put in 700, Saul would be the winner because he was the closest number. Cool?
Okay.
Awesome. So let me just put in our first one there. So you should be able to write in on that buzzer platform the number that's down there. So just as a test, let's try this one.
I was in the text entry?
Yes, text entry. Yeah, the text entry.
All right, so if I'm going to try and do a test now.
That's all right.
Hold on. How many
guess
zeros
the
do I need?
3-digit number, I guess. Yeah, just put in the
okay, just a 3-digit? Okay.
Yeah.
So how do I then...
So this one, just for
enter
those of you playing at home, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be reading out, in this first one, in 2007 we're looking for I Am Legend, the worldwide box office gross for I Am Legend, yeah, was in the millions. We're going to see. Now I haven't got anything up there yet.
Did that come through at all or no? What I just did? Right, so how do I don't know how I enter then, because I did try and enter something and nothing happened.
I Am Legend, eh?
Yeah, my screen just went. Hold on.
That's not... I can't enter anything.
There we go. Okay. Maybe it's not resetting. Let's try sending you guys a new link. I've still got Saul in there.
Yeah, I buzzed, but did a number come up or no?
No.
So how do I send because there's a text entry thing, but then how do I send that to you?
So if you do that and then press enter, or is there a send button, or if you press buzz?
Yeah, I did.
Actually, no. If I got it now. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But that was my test one, so.
Yeah, cool. No, it's all right. We're not playing just yet. I'm just going to drop this into Steve. There you go. That's the same as a QR code. It's just that it's going to be cool. I got Steve now.
Right, there we go. Okay, so I Am Legend. I'm gonna say.
Let's bring you over here. Oh, very good. Oh, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. It's live. So we just need a 3-digit number.
Oh, 3.
Yeah. Like 000382 or 222. Beautiful, awesome. So Steve has put down, is it 880? No,
580.
580, and Saul's put down 678, and the closest, well, the number was 585. So Steve got it. Nicely done. Awesome. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this down.
So that worked.
I'm closing this down because I just realized that Saul, you weren't on that one, and this may be the issue. Try connecting through this link. So sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Phil Robinson's playing along. He's got 3-digit numbers in there. Try that one.
Okay.
Give that a go.
Did you resend me one, yeah?
Yeah, to your Saul on DFB.
FUB. Yeah.
I don't know if I've seen Train to Busan, but now I want to because
Oh,
it
you
looks...
have to see it.
Dude, Friend
Yeah?
is epic.
Is it, where is it from? Is it a...
South Korea.
Oh, beautiful! Awesome!
So you know it's already going to be good.
Yeah! Hells yeah. What's the film? Is it I don't know if it's the same area, but it's a film where the whole thing is like a fight scene through the floors of a building.
What? Okay, it's not giving me a room code.
Okay. The room code should be at the end of the number that I sent you, starting with 4.
Oh, okay. Okay, so hold on.
See, I purposely left
Right,
the
does that
Cosmo
work?
Buzz logo out of this because I wasn't
Oh,
wanting
I
to
see
do free
Soul now.
advertisement.
I see.
Hey, there we go. We got Saul. Perfect. Okie day. Beautiful. Done. Okay. Awesome. Good. So let's play banking on it. So we've gone with it. Yep. Which was 701 million.
Yep.
We've gone I Am Legend 585 million.
Okay.
So let's go to 1975 with Jaws. How much?
Oh, are you kidding me?
Jaws was in the millions. So everyone playing out there as well, or at least watching, you should be able to see the text as it gets entered on there, and the closest to the number should register as green. I think so you may have put a comma before and it's not entering. Unfortunately, you locked that in.
I've got a number. I put a number in.
Can you change it at all? Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, I'll let you change it. There we go.
There you go.
Awesome. Well, the answer was... In fact, I might even see if I can do this. The answer was... 470. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll bring this down.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
It was a lot lower. I should have gone with my instincts with that because of going by the other ones you mentioned. Even though it was the birth of the summer blockbuster.
Yes. You're right. I was starting at the top of the list. So
I see. I didn't
now
realize
go
that.
random, like I should have been from the beginning.
Oh, man.
But I do want to say, you also have a lot of fierce contention because Phil Robinson, down in the comments, he put in 460. So he would have gotten it.
Oh, well done.
He
Well
would've
done.
gotten it.
Who was
He
that?
knows
Phil.
his
Well done,
Jaws.
Phil.
Yeah. He knows when it's safe not to go back in the water. Awesome. Okie day. So
I guess
now-
tickets back then were only like 10 cents.
Yeah. Okie doke. So resetting it. So let's choose a different one. Oh, now let's stay on a Jaws theme. 1978. Jaws 2. Yes, Jaws 2.
So what was the first?
So Jaws was 470 million.
Okay, so I'm going to go with 3.
Awesome. So, Steve, you're saying 385 million. Saw you're saying 457. And the gross was, if I scroll up, we will all see 208. Oh, I'm throwing you off by starting up high and then going low. Oh, dear. Oh, boy. Nicely done, though. Okie day. Also, I should be recording points for this.
I think Steve's won 3, I think.
So we've done... Well, the first one didn't count because that was a test. So the last 2, he's
Oh, man. I didn't know that was a test.
Sorry, I did say that was a test. That was I Am Legend.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. Well, he's got the last 2.
Beautiful. Well, we do have 3 left. So we have 5 rounds. Let me just get I have many windows going on here. Let me reset this.
Let's choose another one, okay? Let us go.
1973. The Exorcist.
Oh.
The Exorcist, 1973. Worldwide box office. To the nearest million. Steve's put in 225. Oh! But Soul 305, and it seems to be the answer because it's kicked it over because it was 428 million. Nicely done. So Soul, nice point. We need a sound effect for that. All this silence. Like last week, we had like background music. I need.
Phil Robinson's pretty close again. He got 500 on that one. Good guess, Phil.
Yeah. Okie day. Let's go with the 2013 remake of Evil Dead. Now this is going to only be a 2-figure. To the nearest million,
really?
it's only 2 figures.
Oh, it didn't hit. Ooh. Okay.
There we go. Nice, we got it. Awesome. So Steve says 76, and Saul says 55. Closest to the nearest number, it was 99 million. So yes, Steve got it. Nice.
99 red love balloons.
99 red love balloons. Love that song.
Mm.
Awesome. So that was that Steve again?
Yeah, Steve.
Yeah.
Nicely done, Steve. Beautiful stuff.
I have a weird thing where I always go on Box Office Mojo. So.
Yeah,
there
cool.
You go, man. This is all round, clearly. Well done.
I had a friend who worked for the Australian Shakespeare Company, and what was it? He had this affinity for just knowing what year was like all of the Oscar awards. It was insane.
Oh, far out.
Yeah, it was
Good on.
creepy. Okay, 1994 Frankenstein. Back to 3 digits.
Ooh.
Back to 3 digits.
Worldwide, right?
Yeah, worldwide. The 1994. Now, was this the Kenneth Branagh one?
Yes, it was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Helena Bonham Carter, Robert Downey. No, I keep saying that. Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro is the Frankenstein monsters.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah. No, a brilliant film. I love it. And Helena Bonham Carter. Oh, it's so nicely done, Saul. With 102 million compared to Steve's overshot of 360 million. Nicely done. Saul gets the point. Nice. Awesome. And is this our last question? I've lost count.
I think it is,
I think this is our last one. Yep. Beautiful
Did
stuff.
you lose count in the counting question?
I know, right? I'm not good with math.
No.
Awesome. Okie dokie. Let's find a good one then to end on. Let's find a good one. No,
I said a good one.
A good one. Okay, here's a good one. 1991. Silence of the Lambs.
Oh,
3 digits.
Big hit,
Big hit.
but not huge.
I will tell you, it was less than I Am Legends,
Okay.
but it was more than Jaws 2. That doesn't help. It was less than Jaws 1.
I've already put my answer in.
Beautiful. Okie dokie.
So I may have overshot. I don't know.
Did you say it was less than I Am Legend? Sorry, I missed that one.
Yes, it's less than I Am Legend. Nicely done. So we've got Steve down there with 390 and Saul with 309. And the answer was 275. So nicely done. Saul gets the point.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Scraping back just 1 point away from it again, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. The scores are Saul Muerte with 5 points and Steve Maresca ahead with 6 points. Nicely done after another round of banking it. Yay!
It's close. It's close.
Just see the
It is
slasher
close.
thing again.
It is close.
Oh, I love my stingers. Beautiful. So, congratulations. Nicely done. Beautiful stuff. If you guys want to add anything before we move on to our third round, then feel more than welcome to. If you'd like to.
Hold on one moment. I will just shrink my video because I can then also tell you that on this year, on this date, I keep saying on this year, on this date, back in 2005, there was a film that was released, and it was called The Brothers Grimm.
Oh, great film.
And also, 5 years following that, in 2010, so not that, well, what's that now? 11 years ago, there was a film that came out called Don't Be Afraid of the Dark.
Oh, yes.
So there you go.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful. I mean, there's some others in there too, but I don't know. They film a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit. you know, a bit.
Yeah. No, you just brought up old memories of that Nickelodeon show. What's it called again?
Don't Be Afraid of the Dark.
That's it. Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. I
Yeah.
love that show.
That was brilliant.
Yeah, so good.
Do
That one about the
do you
mirrors.
remember who directed the film that came out in 2010? Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. Do you remember?
No.
Its name was Guillermo del Toro.
Oh, really? Was it?
Yep.
Very cool.
Oh no, the show was Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah.
That's right.
Are You Afraid of the Dark? Yeah.
I don't know. Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I don't
That's
know.
why
You
I got
afraid of the
lights
dark? Or the light impaired.
Light by the silvery moon.
Good. I think that I think we're good to go into our next scene. So, I don't know if you want to do an intro, or I'm happy to do an intro for this one if you want.
Is this what are we doing for this one? Is this me?
Yeah, it can be killer scenes.
Yeah. Okay. No. Well, you can do an intro if you'd like to, because being the host, and then you'll be passing the baton over.
Sweet. Awesome. Baton. I like it.
Baton.
Baton. Let the beat baton. That doesn't make any sense. Ow. Beautiful. Well, ladies and gentlemen, found footage has been a genre you may love, you may hate, you may feel indifferent about, or you may have just found on a camcorder that you went shuffling through when you had to move house. Found that old record of Uncle Jimmy and the evidence that they couldn't find for him whilst he was alive. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new collection of scenes unearthed by the surgeons of horror. We are calling these killer scenes, and these killer scenes are going to be sent in by you, the fans, through our Patreon subscriptions, and we're going to start by one of our lead surgeons kicking the bug off and showing us how it's done. So watch this scene, ladies and gentlemen, because there will be questions after it.
I just want to apologize to Mike's mom and Josh's mom and my mom. And I'm sorry to everyone. I was very naive. And I'm sorry to everyone for what happened out here. And in spite of what Mike just said just now, it is my fault. Because this is my project and I insisted on everything. I insisted that we keep going. I insisted that we weren't lost. I insisted that we walk south. Everything we did had to be my way, and that's because of where we ended up. Because of everything I did, we're here now. Hungry, cold, and hunted. I love you, Mom and Dad. I'm so sorry. What was that? I'm scared to close my eyes. And I'm scared to open them. My eyes just die out here.
Oh, spoopy, ladies and gentlemen. Such spoopiness. So, we're going to have a couple of questions asked by Sol Muerte to see if you know those answers. Sol?
Hello, yes, welcome. Well, now I take over the fold a little bit. So we're doing this a bit ad lib, admittedly. I kind of rattled through a few questions, and I've realized that only one of them is related to the film clip in question, because I went a bit more generic, whereas I probably should have gone more found footage for everything. But
no. Don't let my improvisational intro throw you off.
Okay, cool.
The way I do this as well, you've noticed I'll extrapolate any reference I can. And again, Xanadu will make a reference, just like the dildo.
Yes, bring back the dildo. Okay, but I will jumble things up a little bit just in relation to that particular clip, because I do have a question that's geared around that one. And the first question that I'm going to ask that is based on that one is who is allegedly the witch in the Blair Witch Project? What was the name of the witch?
The name of the witch.
Yeah, who was it? Who was it back in who initially sparked the mythology?
So the original, because I was going to say there was the house, because they had the multiple incidents that happened around in the film. I remember just off the top of my head, because the house stuck out to me. Growing up in the bush, it was something that I always went through derelict buildings. So it's not the man who was later in the time.
No, not the guy, not the hermit character. We're talking about the female who.
Steve, do you have any ideas?
Had a ghostly presence.
Any thoughts, Steve?
I haven't watched Blair Witch since probably 2000.
Nice.
I was at a sleepover, and I think I passed out halfway through because, too much sugar drinks.
It's too much sugar drinks. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
cheers. Yeah.
I need to rewatch Blair Witch though. No, it's
Phil Robinson. He'll be able to help you.
Has Phil got it?
If you're not going to say what Phil's going to say, I'll take it, Steve.
Ellie Kedwood.
Okay. Oh well, Steve went for it. Was it Ellie Kedwood?
It is Ellie Kedwood. So thank you very much, Phil, for chiming in with that one. Awesome.
Nicely done.
Thank you, Phil.
Very well done. Yeah, Phil got you that point very well.
Well, I will point you in the right direction.
I was going to say I'm not going to allocate it because it would be unfair because I can't get points.
I'll be clawing back. I had to claw back somehow.
If I get points, I just go straight down to the bottle shop and spend them.
Ooh, nice.
But on sugar drinks.
Nice.
Oh wait, no, not sugar drinks. Damn. Something that's good for your liver. Broccoli.
Cheese.
Yes. And smile.
Cheese covered broccoli. Okay, so the next question, and this is in relation to previous prize giveaways that we've been doing was for The Night House, which came up. And the director that was attached, or is attached to that, is David Bruckner, who directed The Night House. He also did The Ritual, which came out on Netflix a couple of years ago now. And my question is, which franchise is the Night House director David Bruckner attached to for his next project?
I think I do feel like you may have mentioned this in the last podcast.
I have mentioned it, in previous discussions. So those that have been keen ears, pricketh uppeth, may have already got this one.
Yes, those with the keen ears. Yes, prick away, and lend thee thine. What about Steve? Would you have any idea? Crazy.
So I've kind of said it's a franchise. So if you if you don't know the answer, you could pretty much throw in.
When did the franchise start?
1987.
87.
I'm gonna have to Google that now and make sure I'm so confident.
I was going to say I'm pretty sure you're right because I think it's a question. It was in my question last week.
Oh, I feel
it was in Chrono Loco. Wait, no, I mentioned it.
Loco.
I mentioned it. It has to happen now.
I think Phil came up with it.
Yeah. Well done, Phil. Hellraiser is the one.
Yeah, right.
Well done.
Perfect. Nice. Phil Robinson is onto it. Can we just ask quickly, where are people coming in from? Let us know where you are around the world. We're here in Sydney, just chilling in our 5K radius, as it were. So we'd love to know where you guys are. All of our prizes are redeemable internationally. So as far as I know, because we're trying to make sure that these are online so that everyone can reap these rewards. So, yeah. Oh, fantastic.
I'm literally living in a box. I'm living in a cardboard box.
Yeah. We've got, was it Queensland, Tasmania representing?
Tasmania.
Fantastic.
Oh, good old Tassie.
Oh, it's
nice.
Yeah.
Enjoy your freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just heard as well, was it Central Coast, I think, is getting those new freedoms, hopefully very soon as well, if everything goes well in September.
I saw that too, yeah. Looking
Yeah,
good,
so-
looking good.
Fantastic. And yes, Watch It Wombat from Queensland. Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us. Feel free for commenting in there because we're halfway through a round. I think we've got 3 more questions left to go on killer scenes.
I can give you 3 more questions. Let's see, because I had 10 up there, so I can grab another one.
Perfect. Well, we've got Lux Voca. We'll do a shout out for Victoria as well.
Yeah, let's get all the states together, man.
Yeah. Or at a safe social distance.
Safe social distance, yeah. Still barricades that. Yeah, it's all good. All right. So you want another 3 questions? Is that what we're doing?
Any questions that you've
Sure.
got? I don't want to. You.
I've got 10 in the bank here. So like,
I'm happy with 10. If you're happy with 10,
yeah, I'll keep
Phil's
going.
going to answer them all, so we're all happy with it.
Nice. Do it, Phil. All right. This one is, what is the name of Candyman?
So his name.
His name. Who is he?
And not the actor's name, but the...
Not the actor.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
You can tell me the actor's name because, like, we're filling in the void. But
Tony Todd.
Tony Todd is, yeah. So who does he play? I mean, the Candyman is the legend, obviously. But what is his actual character's name?
Pennywise the Dancing Clown.
Yeah, you got it. No.
Madame Beamery. Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas
I don't know. I usually love these like a little eclectic facts, but
yeah, Phil's got it. If somebody wants to look,
Daniel
of course,
Robert
Phil's got
Till.
Robert Harley. Yeah,
Robert
that's
Harley.
right. Yeah,
Nice.
Daniel Robert Harley. Well, Phil, you're on fire. Literally, put out the flames quick. Put it out,
boy.
quick.
Yes, no, that's right, because that's when they do the origin story when he is a painter, or is that right? Or,
yeah, he's an artist. Yeah,
and in
fools
that film,
around a little bit.
it had a young Adam Scott. Am I right? Is it Adam Scott?
I don't know.
Maybe it's not Adam Scott, but it's a comic actor, I think. Of that sort of
yeah, nice.
Ilk.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome, Phil. I'm a big fan. You can tell where my heart is at when I'm kind of reeling these ones off.
Yeah. There's no biases. Shout out to Melbourne as well.
Yeah.
Yes, another
on.
Victorian. Yes, beautiful.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you another question. Now, this one ties in actually with a couple of podcasts we've done, but this one more recently we did House by the Cemetery, so it's kind of tied in with this. My question is, what is the name of Lucio Fulci's trilogy featuring City of the Living Dead, The Beyond, and House by the Cemetery? What is the name of the trilogy?
Oh, yes. I learned about this when we did our podcast for it. So
I missed that episode.
So we're always. I'm clearly going to be plugging my podcast. By the way, like, you know, there's a method to my madness.
It's the origins of Surgeons of Horror. I mean, it's the sort of thing you're doing them regularly. People want to hear about this sort of stuff, and I think it's important. We've got a lot of people who obviously know their horror movie stuff, so I think it's the perfect niche crowd for it.
Watch It Wombat. Yeah. What did you make of the new Candyman film? We were talking about it earlier on, and I kind of dug it. What was your thoughts on it? While we're filling the void again.
As if they're in the room.
Come on, speak up.
Yeah, I was about to say, if they're in the room and we can't communicate them, we could use this.
Yes. Yeah. Which one? Which way? Which way did we go?
We
yes
could
or
ask
no?
questions.
Did you like it or no? All right. So while he's yeah, Phil Robinson. Oh.
Is he coming again?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Gates of
yes.
Gates of Hell trilogy. Well
Look
done.
at him
Phil.
go.
Phil Robinson is like the king.
Yeah, he should be on this.
Yeah. I was about to say.
All right. Okay. So my next question. I feel like this is an easy one, and I'm pretty sure Watch It Wombat will know the answer to this one too. What is the name of the pub in An American Werewolf in London?
I'm loving it. I'm loving all of these questions because they're exactly the sort of niche references I would have made.
Okay, so Watch It Wombat, in the meantime, he's come back on his reviews of Candyman. He said it was a great slow burn and then took a sharp turn towards it at the end. It was good, but not great. Yeah. Yeah, I'd go with that. I kind of dug. I gave it a 4 stars on my Letterboxd. Watch It Wombat. Yeah, it was pretty cool. And Phil's already got the answer for the question of what is the name of the pub in An American Werewolf in London.
I think it's something slaughtered. Oh, there it is, Phil.
Oh, nice though. You thought it was something slaughtered. I'd still be going that, like, you know, that's something.
Do you want to? One of you want to shout out the answer?
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I definitely think Steve got it.
Yeah.
Well,
You said slaughtered. You said slaughtered. I had nothing.
Right. So yeah, it's the slaughtered lamb.
Slaughtered lamb.
Yeah, and we not so long ago did a podcast on the original American Werewolf in London as well. So do check that out, and I'll commentary on that one too. In celebration of its 40th anniversary, we actually did it a fair while back, but I think I did a repost on the Facebook in celebration of 40 years, god damn it, that came out back in 1981. Watch It's on delay, unfortunately. Actually, Watch It. If you refresh your YouTube page, you should be able to kind of get back in sync, hopefully.
Yeah. Just press the little refresh button up the top, and it hopefully will load the page again, and it should fix the latency. Fingers crossed.
Okay, so next question. Are you happy for me to keep going?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
All right. What Stephen King novel was his first to reach the #1 on the bestseller list?
Oh, on the bestseller list. Ooh,
Was it Misery?
okay.
I'm
gonna go Carrie.
Misery. You're going to go Misery, and you're going with
Carrie. Carrie. Carrie was way first, wasn't it?
Well, I know that he was his first book, but I don't know.
Book, but was it?
Was
it a bestseller?
I like it because neither of us said what Phil Robinson said. And is Phil Robinson right again?
Phil Robinson saying The Shining. I'm going to leave it just for a second to see if anyone else wants to chime in next. And I watch it Wombat's live. And how about you, Lux Foco? What's your thoughts too?
Yeah.
Let us know.
And maybe Courtney out there, Watch It Wombat. This is a good opportunity to just like list any like Stephen King film that you know.
28 weeks later. Okay, so and the reason there's a theme to why I'm saying a lot of these questions, not just because of the podcast stuff, but there's some kind of bits and pieces have been happening along the way this particular month in August, which is why I'm saying it. The pub that had the scene with Rick Mayall in it. Yeah, we loved it. I actually just rewatched it too recently, just to just for the shits and giggles. So the reason I'm throwing a lot of these questions in, Lux Foco saying Misery as well, is because of various things that's been happening through this month. And the answer, unfortunately, nobody has got it right. The #1, the first Stephen King novel to reach #1 in the bestseller list was The Dead Zone.
Whoa! That surprised me that no one got it right, because there was Misery. There were all the popular ones there.
Yeah. So, and the reason I mention that is it just recently got another Blu-ray release earlier on in the month, so it's kind of well in the front line. So I'm just gonna. I've got lots of computers on at once, but I only have one charger, so I'm just bearing with me while I...
No. Whilst you do that, I'm going to go on a side tangent. Courtney's just said the pub has the scene with Rick Mayall in it. Was Rick Mayall in the film An American Werewolf in London?
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
He was?
Yes,
oh my God,
was.
I have to go back and watch this again, because we made a reference last week how Rick Mayall was in Shock Treatment, the sequel to Rocky Horror Picture Show.
He was, that's true.
That's true. With Barry Humphries, another Australian veteran of comedy. And Ruby Wax, a lesser known, but she had a talk show for a while there.
She did.
Yeah, but Rick Mayall, if you guys don't know him, in fact, on my YouTube channel, I have a whole bunch of the Grimm Tales, which was a kids show that was commissioned, I don't know by who, but he used to read out the Grimm fairy tales, and they used to be acted out by a whole bunch of different puppets, stop motion, all these different artistic styles. It was really, really cool to watch, especially now as an adult. But you can check those out on YouTube before I have to take them down. Whilst you're there as well, if you also like Australian funny stuff. This show was an improvised comedy show shot in Melbourne, I think in the early 90s, with Peter Nankervis and not Julia Zamiro, because that's Rock Whiz. Another Gibney, not Belinda Gibney. Anyway, it's called Let the Blood Run Free, and I would highly recommend it to you guys to watch. It is an acquired taste, but it's one that I watched as a kid, and it's fucking hilarious. I'm sorry, it's great. The bad person in it, it's set in a hospital, and she's matron conniving bitch. That's her name. It's fantastic.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Okay. Well, on that note,
Rebecca Gibney. Watch it. Well, that's got it.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so I'm going to plough you with another question. This one's, the film's up your alley, Mr. Lovegrove. What significant... Oh, yeah. You can remove it later. What significant sporting event prevented the initial release date of Carry On Screaming?
Oh, yay. Yay, thank you.
So if you look up the release date of Carry On Screaming, that may help.
Okay, so hold on.
Do you know what year it came out, Carry On Screaming?
I did look this up before because I've put it in a game later on in a game called Ins and Outs, which you guys can look forward to.
Oh, nice.
Which I've also now have to take out because I've just revealed what the fucking...
Oh, dude.
This is a good reason why you should sleep on a regular basis, because otherwise your brain will just
Who needs
fart.
sleep?
Exactly.
Who needs sleep? Watch It Wombat has got the answer.
Hey, the World Cup! 1966!
1966.
A good year.
It was meant to be released in around July time.
Yeah.
In 1966, and then they kind of went, "Oh, hold on, but a moment. We've got this thing called the World Cup happening, and it happened to be hosted in England too."
Awesome.
So they moved it, and it eventually got released in August, and it just celebrated its 55th anniversary as it came out on the 16th of August this month.
Wow.
Back in 1966.
Wow. I was wondering if we had any fans of the Carry On series there, because there was a particular quote that Kenneth Williams said in Carry On Screaming that I was wondering if you guys might know out there.
Ooh.
If not...
I don't, but you know what my favourite ever Carry On quote was?
Yeah.
And it's spoken by Kenneth Williams, and it is infamy. They've all got it in for me.
Yes.
To me, it's brilliant. It's so good.
It is so good.
And that's
Kenneth
the reason
Williams
why
is brilliant.
Come on.
Yeah. That's it. It's frying tonight, or we're frying tonight. We're frying tonight. It's a lot of fun. He says it multiple times and he runs away. Oh no! Nice. Now, for those of you playing at home as well, there's a couple of documentaries that are released around the three gentlemen that were famous for the Carry On series, and these documentaries make it portray as if they had a very sad passing where they were nobodies, they didn't have any money and anything like this. Kenneth Williams being one of them, and he particularly did not have that. He was not shy at all in the end of his life. He was a very heavy political activist, I guess you'd say. He would go on a lot of talk shows and talk politically. So that's very, very interesting. If you do have you ever seen those before and you had that sort of like sorrow in your heart, have a look and fact check those things, because it's really quite interesting just how much they really got up to, rather than just the headlines people want you to hear.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
How many carry-ons are there in total again?
Now, it's not as many as I thought.
I can tell you while you're filling that out, unless you do know it off the bat. But the Carry On Screaming film was I want to say it was the 12th film to come out from the Carry On feature franchise. So if that was 66, that might kind of give you a rough idea.
Well, because they started back in the black and white. That was like the 50s. Or was it the 50s? Maybe because...
Wasn't the last one in like the early 80s?
Yeah.
There was one that had... what's his name? Julian... Oh no, what the hell was his name?
Julian Clary, yes.
Clary in it, yeah.
He was. Was that Carry On Columbus? Was that the last one?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, because it had the only reprising Carry On guy was Jim Dale.
Okay, well, let's just while I have a quick brief there, we'll wrap it up very quickly. But down there in the comments, quickly, it's a 2-digit number. How many Carry On films in total do you think there were?
Awesome. Yeah. All right, I've got 3 more questions to go for the round. Do you want me to go through it while we're waiting?
Yeah.
So the next one is in reference to the film Don't Breathe, the first film. and obviously the sequel just came out, which I've still not been able to see, unfortunately, because of the lockdown scenario. But in the first film, there is a safe, which is the reason that the guys kind of break into the house. It has a number combination. Why is the number combination to the safe significant? Why is it? What's interesting about it? Shall we say?
How many numbers?
It's a 4-digit number.
4-digit number.
What was the film again? Sorry, it was No.
Don't Breathe.
Don't Breathe. I haven't seen it. Oh, but I won't breathe just in honor.
It's a very cool film.
Don't Breathe. I haven't seen that one.
Oh gosh. Okay, so I may have to put it out to the people following us at the moment. So Phil Robinson, Watch It Wombat, Courtney Lovegrove. They're still answering the Carry On film questions, which unfortunately is a number related question as well.
Do you want me to answer that one now so that they can move on?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, the total was 31. So unfortunately, nobody got that one.
So the closest would have been Phil Robinson. He said 23.
Nice.
Wow,
of course,
31.
Phil Robinson.
Yeah.
Phil Robinson.
Phil Robinson.
Yes, I know.
It wasn't the day he went blind. No, but I like where you're going with that. This is probably a bit more. If you think about who directed the film, does that maybe answer that question? Who directed the film to Don't Breathe? And see if while they're doing that, we can drink some alcohol and see if anyone can answer that question while I was consuming some beverages. You can breathe now.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, good.
It's just the anticipation.
So you said think about the director?
Yeah, so who directed the film Don't Breathe? You can Google this, so go have a look, see if you don't know it, look it up.
So is it like a number important to him?
It is a number important to him.
Birthday?
It is his birthday. Yeah.
Oh.
So Fede Alvarez, his birthday is February 9th, 1978. Good year, by the way. And the combination code was 2978.
There you go.
Awesome.
2 more questions ready for their better beats all round. Which famous director supposedly became a vegetarian after watching the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Ooh.
His name has been mentioned in tonight's proceedings.
Eddie Alvarez?
No, it isn't Fede Alvarez, but I like where you're going with that. Yes.
Oh, Guillermo del Toro?
Oh, it is Guillermo del Toro.
Nice.
Yes, nice.
There you go.
Because I was going to say, it
Nicely
wouldn't
done.
have been Tommy Hooper.
No.
It wasn't Toby Hooper. No.
Oh.
Okay, and the last question for the better beats all round is: which Batman actor was originally offered the role of Seth Brundle in David Cronenberg's The Fly?
Oh.
That was Mark Keane, wasn't it?
It was Michael Keaton. Yes.
Nice.
I could see that. He would have killed
Oh, yeah.
that. He would have killed that.
It would have
was
been
well
great.
But then Keaton can kill anything. So
But yeah, he can. He can
Yeah,
kill a lot
like
of things.
even, what is it? Like people give multiplicity shit, but I still think that like
Oh yeah.
the
Great
multiple
film.
performances and again working with the technology too, like working on green screen in a time that it wasn't even a commonality would have just been
yeah,
irritating.
he's amazing in that film.
Yeah.
Like,
It's-
amazing.
So looking forward to if things happen with the like crossover universes or the way things are happening. There's
Oh, I
rumors.
know.
There's
How
rumors of
exciting
that.
is that? Yeah, well done. Watch it one back.
He was just on Conan O'Brien's podcast. I recommend it. Very good
Awesome, yeah.
conversation between Mark Keaton and Mr. O'Brien.
Mr. O'Brien, I presume.
O'Brien.
O'Brien.
Do you have to pay money now for that?
Oh damn, we gotta cut that out. Yeah. Wait, are they still a company? Who bought them out?
I don't know.
We'll get them a sponsorship. Yeah.
Mr. Monk for the win.
I saw that. Yeah. I was it just gave me flashbacks to what was it? Throw Mama from a Train, was it?
Yeah.
Or
That
if
was
there's-
Billy Crystal.
Yeah, if there's any fans of the No Such Thing as a Fish podcast, they they make a lot of references to Stop or My Mum Will Shoot, because apparently in that film, when what was it? Arnold Schwarzenegger was getting big and they were having this rivalry. Apparently he was spitting this yarn to people all around Stallone that he would really want to do this film, Stop or My Mum Will Shoot, knowing it was just going to be this stupid shit film. Like, something that was just going to be a bit of fluff. But he was starting to be doing Junior and all this sort of stuff, so Stallone thought, well, he must have been doing that, I'm going to get into that. So he got it, and he did it, and he realized it was just a joke that, like, yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger, like,
Yeah, I'm gonna do that film
Exactly.
with the mother shooting. It's going to be so good.
Have you seen the two guys who do impressions and look like Arnie and Stallone doing workouts?
Yes.
They're just like,
No.
Come on, pump the iron.
I haven't seen that.
yeah, it's a good thing to work out too if you're having sort of hard trouble motivating yourself. It's a good workout to do with Stallone and Arnie, young Stallone and Arnie.
There's so just going back to multiplicity too. I think, like, if we talk about Michael Keaton, it is it's not just the multiple performances and the whole kind of green screen stuff, but the fact that he was able to act opposite Andy McDowell is probably a very good thing too.
So many actors had that feat in that time, didn't they? I mean, why do you think Groundhog Day kept going on?
Oh yeah, that's it. But in all honesty, it ties back to the Ghostbusters theme, because obviously the director of that was Harold Ramis.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. He did both, didn't he?
Phil?
Indeed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Phil?
Great film. Going back to musicals as well, they made the musical of that. Apparently it was quite good, but it didn't last very long, and I haven't been able to find anything anywhere. So
The score's on Spotify.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, listen to it all the time.
No, so I'm talking about the show, as in I want to see.
You can't find anything.
Yeah, nothing. Like
No.
legitimately, I couldn't find anything. Legitimately.
Couldn't
Yeah,
any find.
but it's Tim Minchin wrote it, so that's why I want to hear it and see it, because he did Matilda, and the music's good in Matilda, like, it's great. But I do think that in musicals, the way that you go into and out of those moments, because a lot of the time the justification that people in musicals have is when you can't speak, you're too passionate to speak, you sing, and when you're too passionate to sing, you dance. So it's that artistic sort of communication or expression idea, which usually loses a lot of people, but I love it. And we've got a lot of tie-overs. I mean, we mentioned last week the Critters Bounty Hunters from Cats. I mean, there's a lot of different things in there.
Just a name drop as well. I went to university with Dennis Kelly, who wrote the story Matilda that was used for the musical.
Really?
He's an awesome playwright. And he's done some kind of really, really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Check him out. Like he's written some dark stuff. So definitely check him out. It's not all light and fluffy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, good guy.
Well, that's cool, because that's even something that when Danny DeVito produced the film, his production company did that. They kept like the darker elements in it, and I liked the sort of almost Gilliam-esque reality. The set dressing and making it look dirty and real and visceral, and viscous, like something like tacky. You could feel that just by looking at it, and that's what's really good. The age-old quote by John Cleese on what was it Holy Grail was, "Is the smoke funny?" when Terry Gilliam kept on saying more smoke, more smoke. And just another side note, a film that I do want to make mention of, it's not a horror, but the Baron Munchausen, the fabulous Baron Munchausen.
Yeah.
And the Adventures of Baron Munchausen. So the Adventures of Baron Munchausen was a film made by Terry Gilliam, has Robin Williams in it, Eric Idle, a lot of big stars, and a beautiful film. I really love how dirty, how visceral, how hopeful it is, and mirror to the self. Oh, Jonathan Pryce is in it too. Is fantastic.
Yeah, Uma Thurman plays Venus.
Yes, Venus. You get to see her boob, her teat in it, her nip. You get to see who plays Vulcan, because you get to see his nipples too. So I'm spreading it around there too. Oliver
Who
Stone.
played Vulcan? Oliver Stone.
Oliver Stone. Yeah.
Sorry, my head went Star Trek, and I went Leonard Nimoy. Anyway, sorry.
I can see that. I will crush you a stone. That's great. That's brilliant. But yeah, no, a fantastic film. If you haven't seen it, check it out. And recently,
Oliver Reed.
Oliver Reed, that was it. It wasn't Oliver Stone. Sorry, Oliver Reed. Yes,
Oliver Reed,
brilliant as the Vulcan, the god.
Yeah.
And
Oliver Reed is awesome. Like I just there was another movie of his that celebrated 50 years of its release this year. It was called The Devils, and I absolutely adore that film. It was directed by Ken Russell, and if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's gold, and it's probably like in my opinion, it's probably his best performance. Very, very cool.
Cool. Yes, we got Watch It Wombat agreeing with us about Uma Thurman as Venus and Robin Williams as a god. Yes, he's the man in the moon. I don't think he's technically a god. Now the reason I bring this up is because the original version that Terry Gilliam based this on was a Czech film in the 1960s. I want to say 1966, but I think I'm wrong. And it's a very artistic expression and very Gilliam-esque, like the models and stop motion stuff he used to do. And it's called the Fabulous Baron Munchausen.
Oh, yeah.
It's available on Netflix, not in this country. So if you have a VPN, you can change to whatever country it's in and find it. It's 1966. It's an old film. I'm pretty sure it's silent, but it's been remastered and it looks beautiful. And I want to see it purely just because I love the Baron Munchausen. But yeah, I think that you guys like that because it's I'm not going to say it's a horror, but it definitely has horrific elements in it. Like the moon. When I get to the moon, there's a certain element where just the ship stops and it gets all of these like skyscrapers box it in, and it's just surreal and terrifying in that same sort of way.
Well, like speaking of Terry Gilliam, like the film Brazil, which also had Jonathan.
Yes, love Brazil.
So I think there was a point in time, I don't know if it still stands, but Michael Palin is in that film. And he was voted at one point as being the nicest villain ever filmed because of that film. It's, Mr. Nice Guy who does nasty shit. It's cool.
Yeah. Watch It Wombats just commented, scared her as a kid as well. I'm glad to see there's somebody else who shares my... and as you said there, Return to Oz too. Yeah. I saw a documentary recently with the director, and he said, I didn't mean it to look that... I didn't mean it to be terrifying. He said, I want it to be, serious and the stakes to be high, and the first film wasn't like that. And I think that contrast, when you take music out, there's no light and fluffy on that contrast. Plus, you took the fluffy dog away, you gave it a chicken, so a lot of different things there. But
and Faraza Balk? Is it?
Faraza Balk,
yes.
From The Craft.
She always looks so like, I'm about to kill you.
Really does, yeah.
Everything she does, and she's perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. But she just has that, I'm going to kill you.
I had a really big thing for her, which I think says a lot about me. No,
I think even before you were saying, what was it, Annie McDowell, you can definitely see, she's gorgeous. She smiles and she's beautiful. So, and she does great work, as in she was a leading... it's the same way, I guess, I put Helen Hunt when she was in every film at that same time, as good as you get and all this sort of stuff. And it was just isn't there another actress in Hollywood?
One of the cinematographers for Return to Oz was Freddie Francis, a big British filmmaker, director. And to come full circle again with us, he directed a lot of Hammer horror films. He was... so maybe that's a little bit of the horror element kind of creeping through there. Maybe,
yeah.
Was that the DOP, did you say?
Yeah, he was one of them. He was uncredited as the main DOP in that was a guy called David Watkin. I'm looking at here. But yeah, Freddie Francis was in there too. So maybe some of the horror elements that creep in could have been a little bit maybe of his touch.
I think that's my favorite thing is finding out cinematographers' backlog of stuff because some of them are like the dude who did Cool as Ice, the Vanilla Ice film, went on to do Schindler's List, I think it was.
Yeah. I particularly liked watching commercials or small things that they did before they made it. Not a short film, but something that someone's paid them for a particular vision and they haven't been able to be creative with it. Ed Wood's ones are great.
Bernard Rose, who directed the original Candyman film, which we've mentioned already today, he started off his career in music videos as well. So kind of, and one of the things I really love about that original film is the score by Philip Glass. It's beautifully done. And so I was just thought a lot of that, not only is the music beautiful, but I think it helps having somebody with a music directing kind of background to be able to kind of weave that beautiful scoring into the film as well.
Absolutely, yeah. And
Alex Proyas as well. He started the music videos.
Alex Proyas, yeah, I'm a big fan of Proyas. I think they've just announced that there's going to be a series based on Dark City coming out.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, which I loved that film. I think it was great.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. Beautiful, awesome. So, how are we feeling? Are we good? Did we get to the end of the questions? Sorry.
Yeah, that was the 10 questions.
Hey, nice. Well done. Awesome. So fantastic work. And I love the interaction that we got there, because you also got an Island of Dr. Moreau reference there with the cat lady. Because I really want to revisit that because of the amount of problems they had on the set. And Val Kilmer is coming out with that documentary. He's got throat cancer. I recently saw it. I had no idea. And so I want to revisit it because he was apparently, a lot of reports said he was very hard to work with on that film. And it was plagued with problems. So,
well, it's not just him. Like, you got Val Kilmer, who's renowned for having an ego thing, and Marlon Brando.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, come on, like two kind of powerhouses of actors kind of trying to share the screen together.
Exactly.
Wasn't Brando going around calling him Batman the whole time?
I think he was. He kept calling him Batman. That's right. Pretty sure.
Hey, Batman, what are you doing? Come on, Batman.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a take. Come on, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What was so
Phil Robinson has just said that I think that the Dark City was underrated.
Yeah.
That was Richard O'Brien again, the creator.
Richard O'Brien.
Yes, the creator of Shock
yeah.
Treatment, Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Exactly.
So
I absolutely loved Richard O'Brien in The Crystal Maze, which was like a series in UK. It was one of my all-time favorite shows of the time.
Yeah.
I also want to talk.
I was just going to say on that same thing, just for another plug for the Rushcutter Entertainment YouTube channel.
Go for it. Do it.
On one year, I had their 20th anniversary of just the songs, because it's my favourite version of Rocky Horror Picture Show, bar the film, because it has Richard O'Brien, it has Stephen Fry and all that sort of stuff in it. But they do on stage all the heckling and everything like that, and it's just a beautiful, like, the guy who plays Frank is just amazing. I mean, he's just everything you want. Like, every guy wants to be him, every girl wants to be in him. Like, whatever. It's just universal. And I've got a playlist there that's Sing in the New Year with Rocky Horror, because we would release one every day before the day. But it's just a playlist of all the songs there. And so if you do want a quick kip over there, it's also got the missing song from Rocky Horror Picture Show. Whilst you say something, Saul, drop down in the comments if you know the song that I'm talking about, the one that was cut from the film.
Okay, cool. No, I can fill the void a bit, because I wanted to pick up on something somebody said here. Oh yeah, Lux Foco was talking about American History X in relation to Fairuza Balk, and also Phil Robinson was talking about The Craft. And it suddenly reminded me as well that she was also in Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead, which is, I absolutely adore that film. And my mind's just gone blank as to the main dude in it. How awful. But he was in, speaking of tragedies, he was in the Godfather Part 3 as well. And I can't think of the dude's name. Garcia. Andy Garcia.
Andy Garcia.
Yeah. And it's got a bunch of Christopher Walken's in it as well. And that's a reference also to the Dead Zone, which we were talking about earlier.
Yep.
Thanks, Watcher One Back. Andy Garcia.
I was going to say she almost
famous. Like, okay, so Almost Famous was when I suddenly went, oh, hello, Anna Paquin. And that's before True Blood came around. Absolutely. I absolutely love Almost Famous.
I do love it when you have a bit to drink, because it just instantly goes into, this actress. I remember her.
You can tell I've had a few.
No, but it's great. I love it. Again, Sam Neill, we really want to try your wine. I was going to say,
wine. I've run out, so I'm down to the whatever is in this container.
Soul needs your libation. But on Amazon Prime now, loads of footage from the Island of Dr. Moreau, Watcher Wombat has said, which is really good.
Oh, cool.
And I feel like I've been the first person to throw off Phil Robinson. So yes, you're right. That was cut from the film, but there were 3 cut songs from the version that cut Sword of Damocles as well.
Yes.
Sword of Damocles was cut. They cut Superheroes, which is the last song, and the one that they kept out of the whole version, even to this day, that only exists in deleted scenes on a DVD commentary. Come on, Courtney, you know this. She's probably not even there. She's
She's
probably the one time she's away from it. If
She
not,
fucked up ages ago, mate.
yeah. If not, it is a song that is sung by Barry Brostwick's character. For those of you who might know who that. Lux Voco has brought up Dan Aykroyd's Skull Vodka. That might be a good one that we could do on that.
It's good vodka too.
Yes, no, it is. I've tried it before. He says it's very clean. It tastes very clean. I don't know anything really about alcohol, but it doesn't have that sort of whatever that is. That gin aftertaste.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of gin.
No, neither.
Yeah.
Like
sugary.
some cocktails, like gin and tonics.
I don't know.
Yeah, gin's got like a sugary.
See, because but then because I like rum, so.
You pirate, you.
Oh,
Awesome.
yeah.
So we'll wrap it up now. If no one else is going to throw it in there, the song was called "Once in a While," and it was a song that Brad sings
Phil just chucked
just
it in.
after it.
Oh man,
Phil, I love your work.
I feel like he should definitely get that too.
Yeah, I'd give that to him.
By the time he would have typed that in there, that was too quick, man. I reckon.
I feel like all my points should just go to Phil.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Sweet. Cool. Well, I was going to say we'll wrap up because we are running very late, and I'm very apologetic. We don't usually run this late. We're just having a great time, ladies and gentlemen, because of the comments that you guys are giving us out there. The banter going back and forth, like plus. You guys really know your stuff, and it's intimidating and amazing to watch. But we are about to go into our final round, in which case I'd like to just do a quick shout out to our sponsor for this week's prize, which is costumes.com.au. They have a fantastic array of a whole bunch of different costumes, adult costumes, kids costumes, pet costumes, accessories. They've got a whole bunch of different things, all characters, all licensed different things. So check them out, and if you are the winner of this prize, then you will be getting a $50 voucher to be able to spend at that website, costumes.com.au. So we're very lucky to have them as a sponsor on this one. So yeah, it's gonna be a fantastic prize. You could buy a bunch there and really set up a good prize there. There's also Bluey stuff too, which I know is big with the kids.
Yeah, I saw that in the corner. I was like, oh, Bluey.
Yeah.
Nice.
But there is also too, if you're not kid friendly, that sounds wrong. If you're an adult and are so inclined to go to an adult party, they also have the sexy versions. So you can be.
Oh my god! I was wondering
Thor.
that a blue themed Bluey.
A blue Bluey. It's just Nicole Kidman naked. Yes. Perfect. Sweet. So we're very lucky to have their support with this week's prize.
Definitely. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and we are going to be going into our last round now. So to play along, all you need to do is, like you've been doing so fantastically over the side in our chat, is simply put down the number that corresponds to the correct answer. You will have a choice. They're all multiple choice questions. So if the question is something like, what color underwear am I wearing? 1, blue. 2, green. 3, none. 4, nuns. And the answer was 3. Then you would put in 3 and it would register. At the end of that round, you'll get to see who was right, who was wrong, and that ratio, and we'll move on to the next question. So you'll get to see validation to make sure that your entry is working as well at that same time. And don't worry, at the end of it, it's all recorded on livereacting.com, so it's all above board and fun. There's 10 questions, so feel free. Not necessarily are they all contained strictly to horror. Like you've seen a lot of our themes, try and extrapolate a bit just to play with our nostalgic thread, but also to allow people who aren't solely horror based or maybe haven't seen the horror film, they might be able to still win those prizes. So yes, to be able to play along, all you need to do is subscribe to Rushcutter Entertainment, and that way it will be registered, and you compete in the Livestream Quiz Arena tournament. It's free to enter, and it's going to be open just until we end this live stream. Participants must have a valid Gmail account and comment on the video contest. In the case you are the winner, we will name you at the end of the quiz, and then you will email us at surgeons.of.horror@gmail.com, and we will give you a code word. This is just to make sure that you're not one of the body snatchers and that you are a real person, in which case you'll then put that keyword, something like cheese, into the comments underneath this video, and then we'll be able to give you your prize. Yay! So it'll all be working well. You'll have 1 week to send us that email after you've been announced the winner. So after that week, unfortunately, the prize will be forfeit, and we will then have to decide what to do with that. But there are a lot of other prizes and giveaways that we have up our sleeve. Any information collected will be used solely for the purpose of delivering the prize to the winner, and this contest is not sponsored by YouTube. We are solely responsible for the contest and delivering the prize to the winner. So good luck, ladies and gentlemen, and we wish you all the best. So yeah, hope you guys are excited about that, and so sorry about the T's and C's lengthy and longevity there.
It's all good. I do have a quick question. Are we, Steve and are we buzzing or are we commenting? What's the...
I think at the moment, just because we've had troubles with that, I'm happy to just do it like we're doing it before.
Okay, cool.
So you just want to buzz.
I just want to buzz. I always want to buzz, man.
I'm happy to do it if you want to buzz. I'm happy to do it if you want to buzz.
Look, we can try it.
Because the way it will work is, the question will come up. You'll have 40 seconds to answer it. During that 40 seconds, that will be the viewers will be allowed to answer. We pretty much just spitball. We elaborate on the answer, and usually at the end, then we're going to say what we think it is. Feel free to yell it out if you think, and you're so confident. Having said that, though, the viewers will hear you, or could hear you, and put that in, and they're going to get the points.
Phil's asking if he can answer here.
Yes.
So he can obviously answer on the commentary thing there, but is there a link to the interactive thing as well so that he can...
So the last live quiz that we did, we didn't give any quiz, so and that seemed to work through this way.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, if there are any problems, we will stop, and I'll just work out a backup plan. But I'm pretty sure it worked last time, so it should work all good this time. Hopefully, yes. But thank you for asking, Phil. And all you need to do is put in the number corresponding to the answer. I've learnt from my mistakes, and I make sure that I don't put in digits. So there's not going to be a question saying, the correct answer to this is 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. It's not going to be anything like that, because, there's problems when that ensues. It will always be written out, so 4 will be written F-O-U-R. Yep. Or F-O-R-E, depending on which side of the ship you're on. So, we're good to go. You guys happy?
Yeah, sorry, just was fiddling with the power situation, but I'm here.
Well, if fiddling makes you happy, then confetti. Too many insinuations there. Okie dokie. Well, let's go into a fantastic game, which you guys at home might know as the Quiz Arena tournament. The first round, of course, I named it as the lightning round, but there's nothing lightning about it. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Quiz Arena. Ooh, it's exciting, isn't it? So exciting. Got to remember that I've got to leave that underneath so that the sound doesn't go away. There we go. Good stuff. It's getting there, ladies and gentlemen. The stinger is getting there. And again, this is another callback to Whilst We're Waiting. Does anyone know what that music was from? It's from a rock opera by a famous Australian musician. There we go.
Was that Mr. John English?
Hey, nicely done. Well,
that would be, what was it called?
I was going to say I'll give you a point for that, but I'm not going to give you a point because technically Saul should have known that, but...
I didn't even hear any music.
Oh, didn't you? There's something going on with this, because when we played Hark, you couldn't hear it either.
No.
But Andy could, I think.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything just then.
Because most of the stingers have sounds. Like, Ant couldn't even hear the shing sound before, which was strange.
So what was? So I don't even know. You said who did you just say? Johnny English?
Yeah, John English.
John English. I don't even know that name. So
nice.
Is this an Australian thing?
You foreigner, you. Oh. He is a rock. I want to say rock god. He's a rock star from the 70s, I think it was, early 70s. He was in
Judas and Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yep. Pirates of Penzance. He wrote Paris when he was a lot younger. a brilliant, fantastic icon of Australian music.
Okay. All right,
passed away only, I want to say, about maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You were in Paris, weren't you?
Yes, yeah, I played Theala something. I was one of the drunks who bring the horse into Greece. We're inside, outside. Again, check out my YouTube channel. Send us some love there. So, our first question, we're right into it. What perfume does Hannibal Lecter smell on Clarice Starling? Was it 1, L'Air du Temps, 2, Chanel No. 5, 3, Dior Dune, or 4, The Body Shop White Musk?
Man, I don't actually know this, but I'm going to go with 2.
Nice. What leads
I'd
you
go
towards
1.
2?
Yeah, I actually don't know.
I'd be going 1, I reckon.
Was
Yeah,
there
nice.
a lady that you once knew named Chanel?
Me? I've known many ladies in my time.
All of them you can count on one hand.
I can.
The Chanel No. 5. Awesome. Well, that's the end of our questions. What do you guys think the answer? You said number 2, Saul, which was unfortunately wrong. Should we take points off? No, we can't. We won't. What were you saying? Steve?
Steve
I
said
say it was
1.
1.
1. You are correct.
Yeah.
Well done.
L'air du temps.
So you watch it one back new. Well done,
Nicely
sir.
done. Beautiful stuff. There, I'm going to do that so I can see both. Okie day.
Oh, there we go. There's proof in the pudding. Well done, watch it one back.
Pudding.
Black pudding.
Beautiful stuff. Awesome. So we're 8 seconds away from going into our next quiz question. Nicely done there. Watch it, Wombat. So all you need to do is, drop the corresponding number over there. And into our next question we go. What does Reagan say to the astronaut at her mother's party in The Exorcist? Was it 1, your mother's in here, Karis? 2, what an excellent day for an exorcism. 3, you're gonna die up there. 4, I got lots of problems. I need help.
I'm going to go with number 3. You're going to die up there.
Nice, you're jumping into it. Even if we had the talk before and you're going straight into answering it. I like it. So you're saying number 4?
I'm saying 3.
So number 3? Awesome. So number 3. What makes you say that?
Well, number 1, Father Karras is actually the father.
Yes.
In it. What was the other one? He wasn't at the party. No, he was elsewhere. The other one was what an excellent day for an exorcism. Is actually a quote that she says to the other father in it. And I can't see what the 4th one is because it's no longer on the screen that I can see.
Sister, mother?
Brother, sister, mother. I had an actor friend of mine who said, your mother sews socks in Hull, which I also love.
Yes. I kept that out for opportunity. But obviously, you're going to die up here is correct. So, Saul, you got that point.
Yeah! Yeah, cool. Am I coming in too soon? He says to.
No, that's all right.
Okay.
Next question: who indoctrinates the children of Gatlin?
Malachi.
1, Isaac. 2, Malachi. 3, Job. 4, Amos.
I'm going to go with Isaac. I don't actually know this reference at all.
Really? You don't know the reference at all?
No.
Wow. You go on about people not knowing Halloween, Saul.
No, I'm going to go Job.
Nice. Awesome. So saith because God would never let him live it down.
Malachi. No? So Phil Robertson's going with number 2.
Nice. He's saying Malachi.
Everyone's going number 2.
Malachi was the long, flowing, red-headed locks of the one who kills the one who indoctrinates, or at least ties him up to the crucifix. Job and Amos, I can't remember, but Isaac.
Oh, it is Isaac.
Isaac.
God damn it.
I did everything you wanted. Ah! Fucking great. So the answer is 1, Isaac.
Damn.
Nicely done.
Also, don't believe anything I say.
That's okay. It's good. Fantastic. We got Watch It Wombat and Phil. Both of you getting the... Oh, no,
so you actually knew where
missed
that
it
was
there. You got
from.
Malachi. Oh.
Yeah, I knew that one.
See, now I can see why,
God damn
because
it.
technically Malachi does assist. He's like the right-hand man of Isaac, but the definite instigator of the whole thing is Isaac. Next question. What is the antagonist in The Night of the Lepus in 1972? 1. Lemurs. 2. Rabbits. 3. Feral cats. 4. Wild raccoons.
I really love the killer rabbits in
Yeah.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yes.
Um,
Just a model.
I love it. I love it. Do you want me to answer this yet, or shall I leave it?
Yeah,
a
no,
little bit?
I'm happy. Unless Steve, do you have anything you think it might be?
I'm not too sure about that one, but I'm going to go with feral cats.
You go feral cats. Nice. Number 3.
I was going to go with 3 as well.
Nice. Nice feral cats. So both gonna stick to that sinking ship, are you?
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
I'm hanging on
Guys,
to it.
don't know your.
With,
I don't
with
know. If
both
it's-
claws.
I think it's Latin.
I don't know Latin.
Lepus is Latin for rabbit.
Mr. Phil has put number 2, so I think
Oh, nice. Nice. I'm sorry. I do have the scoreboard covering the. Actually,
is it?
hold on. I'm moving it up here. That's gonna be easier for me. Yes. Nice. Phil got it. Rabbits. Rabbits. It's because there's rabbit season. Has anyone seen the new Space Jam?
No, have you seen it?
No. I don't know whether I want to. I'm stuck happy with What If.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next
Yeah, it's a
question.
bit like that.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
We have complete the quote from the Necronomicon. That is not dead which can eternal lie, and with strange eons 1, the great old ones will arise. 2, the stars will be aligned. 3, even death may die. 4, Cthulhu will be released. Obviously, my pronunciation of Cthulhu
I don't know
is
this.
incorrect because it is something that well, this is from the Necronomicon, the actual book by H.P. Lovecraft.
See, I feel like for rhyming's sake, it should be number 3.
Nice. Do you think that that was something big? Do you think that was as big with H.P. Lovecraft as racism?
H.P. Lovecraft's
Don't mention his cat's name.
Not dead, which can eternal lie.
That is not dead which can eternal lie, and with strange eons the dead ones will arise. The stars will be aligned, even death may die. Cthulhu will be released.
I'm gonna go with 1, I reckon.
Phil Robinson says 1. Watch It Wombat says 1. Let's find out in... Oh, there we go. Even death may die.
Yeah, baby.
And with strange eons, even death may die. So sorry
There you
about
go.
that, guys. That was a trick me up question, because if you have been following some of the previous episodes, in each episode I usually put in an Evil Dead or a Necronomicon, and it's usually based around a quote, so that was a good one. In the next one, another one. What was Abdul al-Hazred's original Arabic title for the Necronomicon? 1. El-Kahilye. 2. Al-Azif. 3. Kunon-i-Islam. 4. Pete's Palatable Paleo Planner.
I'm going to go with 3 again.
Would you like to try and pronounce it? Because I butchered it before.
Kanun Islam.
Nice. That was much better. Than mine.
Yeah, I'm 3, but I wish it was 4, but yeah. 3.
Nice. What's leading you to say 3?
Well, I haven't got the questions up on the screen again, so I can't.
That's right. What
I
was
feel like El
original
Kayel,
title?
yeah, kind of sounds a bit like hell yeah, and
Yeah.
El Azif,
Yeah.
and then number 4 sounds a bit, yeah. So I've gone with 3 based
Yeah,
on
the
that.
third one just blatantly uses another famous religion.
Yeah,
And you
I don't mind
think that I'm going to steer away from that one.
No, I'm gonna have that one.
Nicely done.
Maybe
Unfortunately, you're
2.
wrong. If you paid
Maybe
attention
2.
in the last podcast, I'd mentioned it was called the Al-Azif, which means the whispers
Phil.
or the
Well
voice
done.
in the wind.
Mm.
Nicely done, Phil.
Well done, well done, well done.
Nicely done. The El Kahelia, I think, is a desert in the Middle East, somewhere around that. And, question 7. What is the Leatherface family name? 1. Gacy. 2. Sawyer. 3. Harlow. 4. Derringer.
2.
2.
Nice, you're saying 2. Because you're a Huckleberry Finn fan.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I want
damn
to see
right.
Huckleberry Finn again.
You
Oh,
know,
The Reapers
Tom,
is a good movie.
good old Tom. What he grew up to become, eh? You know.
Yeah, that's it. Little larrikin. Can't have films like that anymore.
Whatever happened to Huckleberry Finn? Well, have a look at his face.
What? Beautiful.
Because
So-
Tom Sawyer now wears it.
So you said Tom Sawyer, yeah? Nice,
Yeah.
and Sol gets the point. Nicely done. Now, I can't remember. Did you get a point for the last round? I think I missed 2.
I got a point, not for the last one, but the one before that.
Okay, I think I missed that one.
Oh, I
'cause you're both on
don't
7.
know what we're up to.
What was the last one?
Uh,
If.
That was it.
I didn't get one for the Al-Azif one. I got
Nice.
one for the whatever was before that.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. So you're right. Watch It Wombat and Phil both got it with Sawyer correct. Nicely done, guys.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Tom Sawyer.
Please do feel free to play along, even if you have played along or won before. We still want to have your engagement. It's still a fair competition regardless. So keep on over. And our next question number 8. How far into the film did it take for the title character of Jaws to appear on screen? 1, 40 minutes. 2, 1 hour and 21 minutes. 3, 2 hours in. 4, he doesn't appear at screen at all.
40, I'd say.
Nice, you're saying 40?
I'd say 40. Yeah.
Well, the option keeps disappearing on me. Okay. I would probably say that as well.
40 minutes?
Because the film is how long? An hour and a half?
I was about to say, I think it is only like 90 minutes or something. Those old
Yeah.
films weren't very long.
So, and I know because we do. I mean, like in its physical form, like the
Yes,
whole
as
of
in,
it.
like,
Okay.
not
Number
just
two.
the fin.
Number two. Then
Yeah,
number
two.
two.
Nice. So yeah, you're confident with that now.
Yeah.
Because that's why I didn't put in straight away. Because if I put in an early one, everyone would have gone, "Oh, the
because of
fin
the
appears
beginning.
then." But
Yeah.
no, the fin's much earlier than 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
Yeah,
you're
the
right.
full-
It's 1 hour and 21 minutes. So correct.
Yeah.
Phil, nicely done.
Nice one, Phil.
Nicely done. Beautiful. Fantastic. Really, that surprised me, and I always love it. And we can also say hello to Pikelet, because Pikelet wants to come and join.
Hey,
There's only
Pikelet.
2 questions left, Pikelet. How are you going to play?
Aww.
We're up to our next question, so you can ask if you want. What is your job? Oh, no, that sucks. What is your job in the PC horror game Five Nights at Freddy's? 1, janitor. 2, maintenance. 3, security guard. Or 4, paranormal investigator.
I'd say maintenance.
What do you think?
I'm going to go with 3. I originally was going to say 2, but I know there's loads of cameras set up, and you're supposed to be monitoring it in the game. So originally I was going to say maintenance, but I'll go with security guard just to be different.
Nice. You don't think they're maintaining the dodgy, surveillance cameras in there?
Oh, they made it. My instinct was 2, but Stephen got in there.
That's all right. So
I'm going to go with 3 just to.
You're going with 3, and Steve, you're going with
Maintenance.
maintenance. Nicely done. Awesome. Well, let's find out. Should we find out together? Nah, screw it. I'm just going to tell you. If you guys have played the game at home, you'll know it's not just a security guard, but it's the night security guard. And this is the first game. So obviously there are other characters that you play as, I think, in some of the other games. At one point you even play a little boy in bed, and that was terrifying. I haven't played that one. I saw that one. It's scary as. But yeah, they're good little fun things there. I think I just made a little Greedo noise. I almost went, oh yeah, like that. Beautifully done. Awesome. So we've got 4 seconds till our last question, ladies and gentlemen. So our last question for our round 4 tournament is: which Hollywood actor was originally slated to star and direct The Silence of the Lambs? Was it 1, Robert Duvall, 2, Gene Hackman, 3, Robert Wagner, or 4, Burt Reynolds?
That would be Hackman.
Ah, you Hackman!
Yeah, I was going to say Hackman too.
Nice. There's no Burt Reynolds, love. Or I was hoping this was actually going to go off on a whole side tale about Robert Wagner and his involvement possibly in the passing away of a certain West Side Story actress.
Yes.
But yeah,
Christopher Walken was there too, wasn't he?
I was about to say a young Christopher Walken. But it's interesting from what the captain has recently said comes out there. So yes, was it Phil Robinson and Watch It Wombat have both said 2? So they're going along with you guys if they think you get it right. And tell you what, I'll be generous. I'm going to give you both. Not going to change anything. I'm going to give you both the points and double points even for that last round. If you got it correct, because otherwise I just went backwards and you don't know. It's still even, apparently. But Gene Hackman, I said not Hugh Jackman's Gene Hackman was correct. So, fantastic work there by Watch It Wombat and Phil. You both got that one correct. Yeah, so he was slated to direct it as well. He went 50-50 for the rights. He bought the rights for the book.
Didn't he turn it down didn't he do Unforgiven instead?
Yeah, he just did a film that was like a hard character. He didn't want to do like a terrible character like that. So fantastic. Coming in first, we have Phil Robinson with the correct answer of 6. And second place with Watch It Wombat with correct answers 4. Congratulations, guys. Great work. And that way, you know what that means? That means you guys get confetti.
Way!
Yay! And it's even better because Saul can't hear the sound effects. So again.
I can't.
Yay!
Oh, I can hear it faintly.
Oh, good. Faintly. Either that or I'm just
I did hear a very faint.
Like yeah.
Okay, well then just to make sure that you can hear it, I think it's kind of essential then that we test this with a Chrono Loco!
Nah. Say, man, didn't hear anything.
No, sorry.
Damn. Oh well, it's always fun to see Chrono Loco. And if you haven't seen Chrono Loco before, you can check out the game there. So please feel free to find that out there. So congratulations, Phil. You have won our $50 voucher for costumes.com.au, which you'll be able to spend your heart away on someone that you love or yourself, or who knows, you could just have a fantastic little fashion parade by yourself.
Hey, I know I always do.
Exactly, and share that around. So congratulations there. And yeah, share your winnings around. Share it on Facebook. Tell your friends that you are the Quiz Arena champion for this week.
Truly
Lord
done.
over your friends and get them to come in next week and challenge you, because we have another fantastic prize next week that we're going to be handing out to you guys. And hopefully that will be something that everyone will be able to get on board for. And hopefully we're going to be having a couple more with a little bit of other choices, ways that you can win. Something that once it has gone up and no longer a live stream, you guys can still comment below and have a chance at winning some fantastic prizes. So
very nice.
You want to win some prizes. You're getting upset that there's no prizes, aren't you? You're bashing my hand. Sorry, Piper wants attention. But yes, so congratulations. Halloween props, yes, Halloween props galore. Fantastic costumes, sexy variety and all. But check out the website. You might find something that you like, or something that you could buy as a gift for somebody. There's a lot of different ways there, and even chat about possibilities with them. You could splurge on something for Christmas and just buy the whole shop. So fantastic work. After all of those rounds, you guys have already seen the scores now. I had one round that tried to mix it up a bit, and I don't think I was successful. Even taking and stealing those points away at the very beginning, we still ended up with a 50-50 chance. 10 points for Sol Muerte and 10 points for Steve Maresca. Both of you are winners, so you should feel proud and congratulate yourself. And tell all those around you to shower you with adoration and confetti and so.
And you're going to post that in the mail, right? Our winnings?
Your winnings, as in what I'll do is I get an envelope and I the closest thing I can do to kissing is just putting all my saliva in there. So I just go and then I nail that up and send that to you. Right. Yeah.
So there's no issue with that at all.
No, none at all. Us
no,
surgeons.
Not these days. No,
no. That's great.
Yeah, I have a mask on whilst I'm doing it, so it stays in the mask. Yeah, there's raspberries galore. Fantastic. So yeah, but thank you guys so much for coming on board and playing another Quiz Arena.
Sir.
Thank you, sir, for having me. It was great fun.
Yeah, you've made it a fantastic night. You've made it so that we've gone off on more tangents and expounded on more things, and it's just more fun. And it's great to have another actor out here. For those of you who don't know, I'm going to drop something. We worked together on Prison Break Live, which was at Luna Park together, which was a lot of fun, scaring a whole bunch of people being crazy. Yeah, having to work under the strobe lights and the hard conditions. So it's fantastic to see you again. And do check out. Did you want to let people know if there's a Instagram handle or on Twitter or a website, anything you'd like people to follow you at? Or
I'm on Twitter as Steve Maresca Actor. So you can find me on there and see what we got coming up when things can happen again.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's got some fantastic credits up there, so definitely check it out. And congratulations for, yes, don't take a tie as a non-win. It is still a win. Yeah, until I work out how to make it so that there is no such thing as a tie. Yeah, but thank you again so much. And stay on after this. We'll do the outro again, and we'll just want to say a personal thank you again. So at the end of this live stream. But before we go, I also wanted to extend my thanks again to you, Saul. You are our regular, and again, you're just knocking it out of the park. You're giving our viewers out there something to live up to, and again, you've got that fierce contender. What do you think is going to be your main strife with Phil Robinson if he comes back? Do you think you're going to be able to get a niche subject?
I like Phil. I'm liking his jib. He's of a similar ilk to us, and I'm liking that. So yeah, definitely was fun seeing the stuff that he was coming out with. It was awesome.
And watch it Wombat as well, that fantastic integration of stuff there. So yeah, it doesn't matter, like wrong answers, like, you know, you might have noticed as well. We won't try and embarrass people as much as possible. Sometimes I'll just say what's off the top of my head, and I do apologize for that. But we love your interaction. We want to see a bit more of it. We want to try and get these prizes out anywhere. So even if you have friends or you're part of a group that you think might be interested in this, please feel free to share the link to both the YouTube channel or the Facebook page, which will have updates, and they can find easy ways to play along with that. But thank you guys so much. Please feel free to join us next Thursday from 7:30. We may be starting a little bit late, but we are going to try and start from even 7:30, even if it's just me starting on here gas bagging. We'll then be joined by Saul Muerte and hopefully another guest panelist as well, and hopefully a special guest asking us some questions. For those of you who are have been tuning in recently, we have also had Belle Delia's campaign on Indiegogo for her film Violet. I think that's in its last day today. And we don't need to necessarily give it a shout out, but I really want you guys to try and support indie film. It is a Hollywood film being produced in Hollywood, California, and you can be an associate producer if you are a contributor on one of their Patreon tiers. I'm sorry, it's very early or late for me. But yes, even if you are, we didn't have K9 with us tonight, but I want to tell K9, because he hasn't been playing along in that tournament. I think he is going to be another person that's going to be a fierce contender. So now that we've got Phil in there, we'll get K9 back, and with Watch It Wombat and Lux Foco and all you other guys out there fantastically commenting, you're going to be able to put the test on Saul Muerte and our other guest panelists. So from all of us here, Pikelet included, we want to extend our thank you and our fond love and sincere thanks for joining us. Hope to see you guys again soon, and yeah, rock on, keep it real, and love your work. Bye.